It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network, and I'm live inside Blue Street Stadium as Lake plays host to Hudson in this Division II Region 5 Ohio High School playoff game brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. Hudson comes in the 5 seed, having knocked off 12-seeded South in round 1, 27-0. The Explorers come in with a record of 9-2. They finished 6-1 in their conference play. They are as hot as anyone coming into tonight as they have won 4 straight. And in 3 of those wins, their defense pitched a shutout. They'll have to win on the road tonight if they want to avoid going home. Lake enters tonight the 4 seed as they had a first-round bye last week. The Blue Streaks come in with a record of 7-3, finishing 3-3 in the Federal League. They lost a heartbreaker in Week 10 to their rival Green, 34-27 in the Battle of 619. That came down to the last play. They've had to sit on that loss for 2 weeks, and you can best believe Coach DeGeorge and his players are chomping at the bit to get after it here tonight. We're going to step away for a commercial break, and when we return, we will take a look around at the other games being called on the Q92 Sports Network. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family, Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family, Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We are back here live inside Blue Streak Stadium in Lake as the Blue Streaks and the Hudson Explorers are getting closer to facing off in this Division II Region 5 playoff matchup. It's now time to tag in my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees. Mike, good to have you back in the booth with me, my friend.
Absolutely, brother. It was fun at Garfield Heights last week, but there's no place I'd rather be than inside Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown for Hudson and Lake. Jay, tonight it is going to be a banger. But before we talk more about our game, let's hop around on the Score 7 around the Q92 Sports Network. We're going to start off sending it out to Matt Corrali, who's got East Canton and Fairport Harding.
Two teams that are having magical seasons will collide tonight in round 2 of the Ohio High School football playoffs. After taking down Malvern in an emotional and gritty 7-6 win against their arch rivals just 2 weeks ago, the East Canton Hornets took down a tough Lisbon team 28-21 in round 1 of the postseason at home. A big reason why was because of Aiden Stevens, as he had 10 catches at wide receiver for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns and had 5 tackles on the defensive side of the ball. It's East Canton's first playoff win since 2018, their third in program history, and with 9 wins in 2025, Spider Miller's Hornets have tripled their win total from a season ago. But tonight, it's their biggest test yet, a road playoff showdown against the Fairport Harbor Skippers out of Lake County. This game is actually being played tonight at Riverside High School due to ongoing renovations being made at Fairport Harbor High, but it will definitely have the feeling of a Skippers home game. East Canton will have a commute of just under an hour and a half compared to Fairport Harbor's, which tallies in at just under 15 minutes. And there is a buzz in the Skippers program in 2025. They come into tonight's game undefeated and are looking for their first playoff win in program history coming off of a first-round bye. We have all the makings for a fun one here in Painesville tonight, and we hope you can join Robert Coleman and I for kickoff at 7 o'clock on the Q92 Sports Network. From Riverside Stadium in Painesville, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
It's great to have Matt Corrali back tonight. That should be a good game up at Painesville Riverside High School. Next, we're going to send it up to Mentor for Jackson and Mentor. Take it away, Ryan.
We are live from Mentor, Ohio. The road to Canton has been narrowed down by 1 week. The Jackson Polar Bears will be traveling to Mentor to battle the Cardinals. Jackson's cargo will be lighter tonight as 4 players from the Polar Bears were ejected from their playoff game last week. Jackson is coming off a 24-17 win from Brunswick in the 6-5 on the year, led by quarterback Lucas Increment, who has 1,007 yards, 9 touchdowns. He will be teamed up with Max Cows, who has 530 yards and 5 touchdowns. Running back Corey Jacobs is still questioned if he'll be able to play or not due to being ejected. Mentor is coming off a perfect season of 10-0, earning the first round bye. Tonight we will see if the week off helps being prepared. Mentor is led by quarterback Brogan Jones, who has 1,659 yards, 15 touchdowns. Up next to him in the backfield is Jackson Farley with 1,465 yards and 24 touchdowns. This is Jackson Polar Bears versus Mentor Cardinals. Region 1, D1, Week 2 playoff game. Join myself, Ryan Rowan, and my partner, Ryan Rivera, on Q92sports.com or on the YouTube channel.
Ryan, that should be a good one indeed. We are going to step aside, take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you some more game previews around the league. It's playoff time here on the Q92 Sports Network. And you are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charchone Auto Group.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown for Hudson and Lake. Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm, and you are listening to the Q92 Sports Network. We're in the middle of our Score 7, our 7 games that we bring you each and every Friday night. Next, we're going to head to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium for Medina and McKinley.
It's round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs, the regional quarterfinals, and we are at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium for the matchup between the number 11 seed Medina Battling Bees and the number 3 seed McKinley Bulldogs. Medina comes in tonight riding high off of an upset victory last week over the number 6 seed Strongsville by a score of 28-25. Leading their offense is the dynamic sophomore quarterback, Beckett Vorgan, who has stepped up after their starting quarterback suffered a concussion a few weeks ago. He's dual threat. Last week had 66 yards on the ground and 191 yards passing. 111 out of the 191 yards passing last week went to star receiver Brian Wichter. Wichter had 11 catches for that 111 yards and 2 touchdowns last week against Strongsville. The number 3 McKinley Bulldogs comes in tonight's game after having a bye last week. McKinley's defense haven't allowed more than 25 points per game all season long, averaging just 15.3 points per game. The Pups will rely on junior linebacker Antonio Stevens, defensive end Colin Hinkle, and in the secondary, senior Chris Crook. Stevens with 90 tackles on the season, 14 for loss. Hinkle, team high, 5.5 sacks and 13 quarterback hits, and Chris Crook has a team high with 4 interceptions. Offensively for the Pups, keep an eye on sophomore running back Kylan West. West has racked up nearly 1,200 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns on the season. Find out who wins and advances to the regional semifinals right here on the Q92 Sports Network. Join me, Ryan Keller, with the action. Kickoff at 7 o'clock from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. It's Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Thank you, Ryan Keller. Appreciate it, brother. That will be a fantastic game. Next, we're going to head out to Austin Town Fitch, where Christian Bigglesworth has the Green Bulldogs and the Fitch Falcons.
It's round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs this week, and that brings us to Austintown, Ohio, home of the 8-1 Fitch Falcons, who tonight will be hosting the 6-5 Green Bulldogs on the Q92 Sports Network. Green comes into tonight's game on a 5-game winning streak and coming off an upset of the 6-seeded Garfield Heights Bulldogs, 21-6 in round 1. In that game, quarterback Tyson Hunko was very efficient. He was 14 for 20 for 186 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And 2 of those touchdown passes went to senior Evan Reed, who's been making an impact since returning from injury earlier in the season. Reed caught 5 passes for 73 yards last week as well, and ran for 70 yards on 19 carries. And the Green defense held Garfield Heights to just 6 points. This Green football team is getting hot at the right time of the year. But the Fitch Falcons have been hot all season long. They haven't lost since week 1 at Hudson. Fitch will be led by their superstar running back, DeAndre Richard, who is the all-time leading rusher at Fitch in less than 3 full seasons. Their quarterback, Colin Callagher, also runs the show very well and likes to look for his top receiver, senior Brady Evans. You've also got to beware of their scat back, senior Junie Higgs, who can break one at any moment. It's a battle of 2 explosive offenses here tonight, and you can hear all the action at Q92radiosports.com and the Q92 YouTube channel. Green and Fitch. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. I'm Christian Bigglesworth for the Q92 Sports Network.
Thank you very much, Christian. That will be a phenomenal game, one I will be following myself, being a Green Bulldog alum. Root for the Bulldogs tonight. We're going to step aside for another commercial break. When we return, we'll get you our AM game of the week and our FM game of the week, and then get you set for Hudson and Lake. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Blue Streak Stadium as we're about under 10 minutes from the start of tonight's game between Hudson and Lake. But before we get there, we're going to head over to Sam Berkwin, who is in Beloit. He has the AM game of the week, Norton and West Branch.
Well, tonight here at West Branch, we expect a dandy 10-1 Norton at 9-1 West Branch. The Warriors, the number 4 seed. They had a bye last weekend. Norton, the number 5 seed. They basically had a bye last weekend. They beat Edgewood 63-13. 7th playoff appearance, 6 in a row for the Panthers. Meanwhile, the West Branch Warriors, this is their 15th playoff appearance. The Warriors have been in the postseason for 5 consecutive years. This has all the makings of a real shootout tonight. The Norton Panthers are averaging 53.3 points a game. West Branch is averaging around 32 points a game. But the big story tonight here could be the defense of West Branch. They are allowing just 11.2 points per game, led by Zach Coffey, Grady Close, Lucas Black, Clayton Day, and a cast of others. Meanwhile, those guys will have to stop a very potent offense for the Norton Panthers, led by quarterback Trey Kirsten, thrown for almost 1,600 yards and 27 touchdowns this season. And if it's not going too well in the air, they can always go to the ground. Alex Minen, a great wide receiver, 18 catches, 251 yards. Isaac Hunter, 336 yards. And, well, there's Buddy Willig. He's caught 37 balls for 857 yards. This has all the makings of an instant classic. We'll see how Mother Nature handles her business tonight, and we'll see how Norton and West Branch handle theirs. Kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight. You can join me and Caleb Norick on the call. It's Norton and West Branch in a dandy right here on AM 1310 WDPN. We'll be streaming live at Q92radiosports.com.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Appreciate it. That should be a good one indeed. Now on to the FM game of the week. It is a backyard brawl. It is Hoover, Massillon. Clint, take it away.
The Massillon Tigers host the Hoover Vikings in a round 2 playoff game. The Vikings had a little trouble with opening round opponent Columbus Northland, overcoming a fumble return touchdown to put up 36 straight points in a 50-6 win. Quarterback John Collins threw 4 TD passes, while linebacker Carter Lukens intercepted 2 passes and blocked a punt and returned it for a score. Collins threw for 167 yards. Bryson Byer had 3 catches for 96 and 2 touchdowns. Defensive lineman Jack Zarko intercepted a pass as the Hoover defense allowed only 153 yards. Coach Brian Baum was able to avoid giving starters heavy minutes and got standout performances from backup runners Gio Bianchi and Ryan Crawford. All everything, Jack Andes ran the ball only once and caught 2 passes, including a 33-yard touchdown. Andes has 20 scores and over 1,300 yards from scrimmage, including 744 yards and 11 TDs on 46 catches. Collins has thrown for 18 TDs and run for 9. Carter Lukens leads the team in tackles, while Chase Lukens, no relation, is in second. The Massillon Tigers gained a Week 11 bye with a win over Canton McKinley. It's the first year for the top 4 seeds to get a week off before beginning playoffs. The Tigers are back home after winning their only road game of the season, 21-14. Xavier Owens returned from a shoulder injury to pace the Massillon running attack with 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. He enters the second season with 974 yards and 13 scores. Manny Patterson, 8 of 11 for 140 yards against McKinley and has thrown for 1,087 yards and 15 touchdowns on the season. His favorite receiver, Giorgio Jackson, who's caught 34 for an 11.7-yard average and 7 scores. Deontay Malone has 1 more yard on 6 fewer catches with 6 TDs. Jaden Williams, the leader of the defense, with 95 tackles, 11.5 for loss, 4.5 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries, an interception, and a blocked kick. Braylon Gamble leads with 3 picks and 3 forced fumbles. The winner meets the winner of the game between Columbus DeSales and Ashland. Hoover last met Massillon in 2020, losing a second-round game 48-23. The Tigers lead the all-time series 5-1. Massillon hosts Hoover as round 2 of the playoffs get underway tonight. I'm Clint Scroggs for the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks, Clint. That will be a dandy of a football game. Can't wait. We're going to step aside one more time. When we come back, we've got our pregame coaches interviews. We've got our game analysis for tonight, and then we'll get into kickoff. It's Hudson Lake. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN. This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Blue Streak Stadium here at Lake High School. We are roughly 4-ish minutes from the start of tonight's game. Before we get to it, I had a chance to speak with both head coaches before the game. Let's take a listen to the Hudson Explorers head coach, Jeff Goff.
Here with Hudson Explorers head football coach Jeff Goff. Coach, week 2 of the high school football playoffs. How are we feeling tonight?
I mean, we're going in against a storied program that's really talented. They're really disciplined. You can tell they're well coached. So we're really just trying to, do what we want to do, take what they give us, protect the ball, and then try to stop the run. That's really been the formula all season. So it's no different today. But, again, a great program, great team. There's a reason why they were the 4th seed in Region 2, which I think is loaded. Hoping to keep it competitive to the 4th and then try to win. That's what we try to do every week.
Coach, Hudson's very balanced. You guys have a phenomenal quarterback. You have two running backs that are dynamic. What's the message for tonight? What are you hoping to get done offensively?
We just want one more play, just keep going, 3-4 yards of play. That's on offense. Take what they give us. If you're a running back, understand the whole team's playing with the motto of how you play without the football shows how much you love your teammates. So, that's what we're trying to display tonight is if we're able to block, we're able to get our 3-4 yards and get that extra play.
Coach, what is one thing on offense and one thing on defense that you guys must accomplish tonight to get the win and move on to round 3?
We have to protect the ball and stop the run.
Once again, it is Q92 Sports here with Jeff Goff, head coach of the Hudson Explorers. Coach, good luck tonight.
All right,
Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Next, we got to talk with head coach Dan DeGeorge of the Lake Blue Streaks. Let's take a listen.
Q92 Sports here with Lake Blue Streak head football coach Dan DeGeorge. Coach, it is week 2 of the playoffs. Week 1 for you guys. How are we feeling?
Yeah, feeling good, man. The bye was a little bit different for sure, but for us, we benefited from it. A handful of our kids got to rest up a little bit and are a little bit more healthy than they were in the green game. So that's a good thing, but really, really tough opponent tonight. Hudson's very well coached. They play hard, so it's going to be a battle.
Coach, obviously, you're not worried at all about the bye week. Obviously, that week off, like you said, was used for rest. How did that change, though, in your preparation for games? Obviously, you didn't have one per se. What did you do to kind of keep everybody fresh and still in that mindset?
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time focusing on us. We went back to the fundamentals a little bit. There were some mistakes we made in our green game that are fixable that we worked on. Not knowing who we were going to play was a little bit different, so we were able to take that let's worry about us approach. And I think it was good for our kids. We had a really good week of practice this week once we found out we were playing Hudson as well.
You talk about Hudson, very good football team, well coached, disciplined. You kind of hit all my keys. What is the message to the Blue Streak defense tonight to try to limit their big play ability?
Yeah, sure. They do a good job of everything. They can throw the ball around. They have 2 really good running backs. Their quarterback's a lefty, and he can sling it, and he can also run. So the big thing all week is they have a tendency to go fast tempo, so we got to be ready for that. And we just have to tackle well, make them snap the ball over and over. And if they do score, we make them go on a long drive and not give up the big plays.
Coach, what are 2 things that you need to get done tonight? Your keys to victory for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Yeah, we got to score a lot. We got to score consistently, particularly when we get in the red zone. And I think it's going to come down to special teams on a night like tonight where it's raining a little bit, real windy. Whoever wins that special teams game, I think is going to get the game as well.
Once again, it's Q92 Sports here with Lake Blue Streak head football coach Dan DeGeorge. Coach, good luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get a chance to follow you next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks for what you guys do.
And that was the Lake Blue Streak Band playing our national anthem. Both teams are geared up. They're ready to run out onto the field. Lake's going to be in their all blues, blue bottoms, tops, and helmets with the white trim. And they are running through the sign as we speak. Hudson's going to be in their white tops, dark blue pants, and dark blue helmets with the blue numbers. We are just a few moments away from kickoff in this Division II Region 5 matchup. Mike, it's going to be a good one, buddy.
I'm telling you what, this is going to be, as I quoted in the beginning, a banger. Both of these teams know each other very well. They scrimmage each other in the preseason, so they know each other well. However, throw the records out the window, throw the stats out the window, throw everything out of the window, because guess what? It is win or go home for someone tonight.
Yeah, and Lake finished in the Federal League 3-3, and Hudson actually beat Fitch, and that was Fitch's only loss. So Hudson's a good football team, whether they're on the road or at home.
Absolutely. I mean, we were watching in warm-ups. Hudson's kicker, my goodness.
53-yarder in warm-ups.
Easily.
And in Lake Stadium, that's not an easy task. One of the hardest places in Northeast Ohio to kick a football.
Absolutely. And I mean, he drilled it with ease.
Yeah.
And their quarterback, he's a lefty. That would be Mr. Hayden Lipinski.
Yeah, we saw him
left-handed,
spinning it.
and he was spinning it. For him being a junior, I mean, I'm telling you what, amazing. Looks like Lake is going to get the football to start the game, Jay. The rain has stopped. It is round 2 of the playoffs. It's go time.
Yeah, we hope that it holds off, but we got both teams out on the field. Hudson's going to kick right to left, which means Lake for the first quarter is going to take it left to right. We're probably going to see a mix of Ty DeGeorge and Alexander Quire under center for the Lake Blue Streaks. Referee handed the football off. It's getting teed up, and we're about ready for round 2.
Kicking off for Hudson is going to be Ian Katz, the senior, and he has quite the cannon attached to his leg.
And the ball is in the air, straight down the middle, 3/4 of the way through the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback, and Lake is going to start on their own 20-yard line.
Now, Jay, it is now put up or shut up time. One team moves on, one team goes home. We've got 48 minutes to decide who is moving on to take on Akron Hoban potentially.
Yeah, it's Boardman-Hoban. The winner of this game plays the winner of Boardman-Hoban. I would be surprised if it wasn't Akron-Hoban.
I would be willing to bet the dollars in my pocket that Hoban beats.
So it's going to be Alex Quire in the shotgun under center for Lake, and he's going to have 4 wide, 2 to each side. He takes the snap, fires it to the right side, in and out of the hands of his intended target, Zach Novak, 2nd and 10.
Jay, if you want to hear some good news, Justin Landis, the man who had his kidney lacerated, he's here tonight. He's not dressed to play, but he is here on the sideline supporting the Lake Blue Streaks.
Love that. Love that. 2nd and 10 now for the Blue Streaks from their own 20-yard line. Again, they are going left to right. Quire is going to be back in that shotgun. They're going to stay in 4 wide. He's got his running back in the backfield with him on his left hip. Hudson shows blitz. Quire takes the snap, hands it off to the back who goes straight up the middle, out to the 25, to the 26, to the 27-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for Lake.
Well, we saw this team a few weeks ago. It was Lake and Green, and it was a battle of the tailbacks, Davis Madsen and Evan Reed. And I'm telling you what, Madsen comes as advertised for sure.
6 foot, 205, senior. Hard to bring down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now. From the 26. Quire back in the shotgun. He's going to have 1 receiver out wide right. He's going to put a man in motion. He's going to flip it to Ty DeGeorge. Out across the 30 to the 35, and he's upended for a Lake first down out to the 40-yard line.
If you'd have told me that Ty DeGeorge broke his ankle roughly 9 weeks ago, and He's back and playing like he was never injured.
That's insane.
I mean, he is a very gifted human being. He's very talented and very skilled, and he's also the coach's son, so he's got that going for him as well.
Quire back in the shotgun. He's going to put all three receivers up top to the left, and then we're going to have a flag on the play before the snap. And it's going to be a false start on Lake. That's going to knock them back 5 yards to make it 1st and 15 from their own 35-yard line.
Well, Coach Dan DeGeorge said pregame that mental mistakes and things like that cannot happen. They have to be sound in all facets of the game tonight if they want to beat a very good Hudson team. False starts, not going to help that.
Quire breaks the huddle. The senior, 6 foot, 185, back in the shotgun. This time he's going to put Madsen on his right hip. 2 receivers up top to the left, 1 down to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it to the left side, and about 5 yards too far of the intended target. 2nd and 15.
Well, we know that Alex Quire can sling it. He was just about 4 yards too far for his intended receiver. Jay, we've got our first score into the scoreboard, and it's not good. East Canton trails Fairport Harding 7-0.
It's about an hour drive up there for East Canton. 11:07 here at Blue Streak Stadium. 2nd and 15. Lake, their first offensive possession of the ball game. Quire in the shotgun, takes the snap. Here comes the blitz off of the left side, and he's going to run it straight up the middle, out across the 40, to the 45, to the 46-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Jay, we have our second score into the scoreboard, and I'm stunned. Jack Andes, 73 yards to the house.
That kid's special.
Hoover leads Massillon 7-0.
3rd and 3 here
Oh
for
my.
Lake.
Hudson showing blitz.
Out on their own 47-yard line. Quire's going to look back to the sideline for the play. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 down here to the right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to his back, throws it to the receiver. Incomplete, but we're going to have a flag on the play, and that's going to look like defensive pass interference, which would give the Blue Streaks an automatic first down.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be a hold, Jay, or pass interference. It can go either way, but they're going to go pass interference. Definitely impaired the receiver's ability to go to the football, and they're going to throw that flag 10 times out of 10.
So that's going to move Lake into Hudson territory on their first drive of the ball game, and for the first time tonight, all the way down to the Hudson 38-yard line, 1st and 10, 10:21 to go here in the first quarter. No score, but Lake, who received the opening kickoff with a nice opening drive so far. Quire back in the shotgun. Going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 down here to the right. Madsen on his hip in the backfield. Quire takes a snap, fires it to the left side, out to the 45-yard line. He's hit immediately, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain.
Tackled by Louis Castellarian of Hudson. He immediately hit the receiver, didn't even have a chance to move. Caught the ball and was tackled immediately. Sets up a 2nd and 7, Jay.
They are down to the Hudson 35-yard line. Under 10 minutes to play now here in the first quarter. Quire back in the shotgun. This time he's going to have 4 receivers. He's going to put 2 on each side of it. Puts 1 man in motion. Takes the snap. Hits the crosser, which is tied to George, who's going up the left side, inside the 30, inside the 20, and he runs out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And Lake has officially entered the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
Mentor all over it to start the game. A 54-yard touchdown run. 3rd play of the game. Cardinals lead 7-0.
I think this happened with Jackson last year. Beat Brunswick in week 1, then had to go to Mentor and lost to Mentor in round 2.
I think you might be right.
So it's 1st and 10 now at the 19 for Lake. Back in the shotgun for Quire, drops back to pass, and then he's going to take off up the middle himself, inside the 15, and he's going to be brought down at the 13-yard line. Nice first down gain for Alexander Quire.
I'll tell you what, Lake looking really good, even for having a week off. They look sound, solid, and ready to play this football game, Jay.
They're doing a nice job of mixing the pass and the run here on this opening drive, keeping the defense on their heels and reading the blitz as well so far. It's now 2nd and 4 for Lake on the Hudson 13-yard line. Under 9 to play here in the first quarter. Quire takes the snap, fires it to the left side, got tied to George in the backfield, and he's going to run it maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing much there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Jay, back into the scoreboard we go. Xavier Owens, 51-yard touchdown run. Maslin and Hoover tied at 7. West Branch, the early lead over Norton, 7-0.
So it's 3rd and 4 Lake from the 13-yard line of Hudson.
Fitch leads Green 7-0 in the first. Scores are popping in, Jay. We're rolling here.
Quire in the shotgun now. 2 receivers to his right, 1 up top to his left. Madsen in the backfield behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, straight up the middle, maybe a yard, if that. It's now going to be 3rd and 4. Under 8 to play in the first quarter. Still no score.
Well, if there's some positivity that you can get from this opening drive of Lake, Jay, is that they're just chugging along, but they're eating a ton of clock.
Yeah, and as you get inside the red zone, inside the 15 where they are now, that field shrinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So it becomes a little harder.
Oh, it's 4th down, Jay.
Oh,
4th and 4, and they're going to attempt a field goal here.
So Lake's going to bring out the field goal unit. There's the snap, the hold, plenty of leg, and it is good. Lake gets on the board first with a field goal, 3-0, and now we will get to see the Hudson offense for the first time tonight.
That was a 30-yard field goal by J.P. Moorhead, the senior kicker. And Jay, he was banging them in preseason or in the pregame. He was hitting them from all sides of the field. Good leg on that kid.
Yeah, both of these teams have really good field goal kickers. And when you get into the playoffs, that's not something a lot of high schools have. So it is a weapon, especially in close games. So 3-0. Lake Blue Streaks on top of the Hudson Explorers with 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. And again, we are going to get to see the Hudson offense for the first time tonight. Lake's going to tee it up and get ready and kick it off to Hudson. Hudson's going to be going right to left on offense. Ball is teed up, and it's a line drive up the left side, and that's going to skirt out of bounds, which is going to be a penalty on the Lake kicking team, and Hudson's going to start with good field position.
Again, it's the mental mistakes, Jay. You can't give free field position away to your opposition, especially in the playoffs when points could really be at a premium. With these two defenses, obviously Hudson holding Lake to a field goal. We haven't seen Hudson's offense yet, but we know they are explosive.
They're going to start from their own 35-yard line, and we're going to get to see Hayden Lipinski, the junior quarterback, lefty for Hudson, and he's going to start in the shotgun as well with 3 receivers, 2 to his left, 1 up top to his right. He's going to have his running back behind him in the backfield. Lipinski does the hard clap before he looks over to the sidelines for the play from the coaching staff. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back who goes up the left side, and he's going to be met right at the 35-yard line. No gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 as they wrestle him down inside the 30, but forward progress was stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the ball carrier number 44, Reno Ferry, the junior tailback, and he's a good one, Jay. Had a phenomenal season, and Hudson moving quick.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for Lipinski and company. Again with the hard clap before looking to the side, and they get it in quick. Takes the snap, drops back the pass, fires it to the left side, got his man out to the 39, to the 40. He dives forward to the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.5, 4 yards.
That catch by number 16, Nathan Judy. listed as a quarterback and a linebacker, but he was a tight end / wide receiver on that play, Jay.
3rd and 4 now. They're right back to the line of scrimmage. 6:19 to go here in the first quarter. Lake leads 3-0. Hudson with the football for the first time this evening. They are 3rd and 4 from their own 41-yard line. Lipinski in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back, and goes up the right side this time. He fights across the 45 for the first down, but there is a flag coming out of the backfield, and it's going to be a holding on Hudson, and it's coming back.
Well, I mean, obviously, that's not what you wanted for Hudson. You got the first down, but unfortunately, the holding penalty will back them up.
So it's going to be 3rd and, 14 now, with 6:01 to go here in the first quarter. Is they're going to mark it all the way back to the 31-yard line.
Sets up a deep 3rd down.
And Lipinski and the offense right back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers up top to the right. They're going to have one out wide to the left and then one in the slot on the left side. The running back, Ferry, is on his right hip in the backfield. Lipinski takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Fires it over the middle. Got his man at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hudson.
Anthony
Palucci
on the reception, and what a throw and what a catch.
Right to midfield. It's 1st and 10 for the Explorers. And they're coming right back to the line as they run the no huddle. 2 receivers are going to be up top to the right. One down here to the left. Anthony Palucci on an island. Lipinski takes the snap, hands it off to Ferry, goes up the right side. Gets out across midfield into Lake territory for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the Lake 48.
Well, you heard Dan DeGeorge pregame talked about how balanced this Hudson team is. They can run, they can throw. They have talented receivers, and their offensive line is amazing. You hope that Lake continues to bring that pressure and slows that running game down to make Hudson one-dimensional.
2nd and 8 for Hudson from the Lake 48-yard line. Their first time in Lake territory. Lipinski in the shotgun. Ferry in the backfield. Takes the snap, holds on to it, throws it over the top on the right side. Got his man inside the 10-yard line. And Hudson has now moved into the RG Drag red zone.
That was number 5 for Hudson. Frank Palumbo on the reception.
He just went and high-pointed the football.
He absolutely did. McKinley leads Medina 7-0. Jay. West Branch 14. Norton 0.
Woo.
West Branch has a dynamic defense.
So right back to the line for Lipinski as they are on the 9-yard line. Takes the snap, and that's going to be whistled dead. And that's probably going to be a false start on Hudson, which will knock them back 5 yards.
Jay, Mentor leads Jackson 14-0. Scores are flying in. I'm trying to rattle them off. I know everyone listening wants to know what some of the other teams are doing while they're listening to our game tonight. Thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Friday night of high school playoff football.
Beautiful's a stretch, but
hey,
the rain's holding off.
It's not snowing and it's not raining, and we're in a booth.
Lipinski back in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 down here to the left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right, dumps it off right side into the flat. Spin move down, and let's see if they call it. He reached out at the goal line. They're waiting for the signal. They're talking about it.
I think they're going to mark him out at about the 2.
Nope, touchdown Hudson.
That was Nathan Judy on the reception. 14-yard touchdown pass.
Extra points still to come for Hudson. And again, they also have a good kicker. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. Plenty of leg as it goes over the Lake band, and it is good. It is now 7-3 Hudson as they take the lead here in the first quarter with 3:55 to go.
Just a great job there from Lipinski to Judy. Judy keeping the legs turning, and then able to stretch for that pylon, Jay. Green on the board against Fitch, a 2-yard run by no other than Evan Reed. And Green has tied that game 7-7.
I think that game is going to be better than people think. I think a lot of people thought Fitch is going to walk Green, but Green's a hard team to defend. I mean, we've done, what, 4? You and me alone have done 4 of their games this year.
Absolutely. They're a really good team.
Tyson Hunka might be one of the smartest players I've seen in a long time as far as the game in between the ears in the middle of a play. But now it's going to be Lake's turn to respond, as they've already put a field goal up and good, but Hudson responded with a full touchdown and extra point. And it's going to be about keeping up for Lake at this point, as there's 3:55 to go here in the first quarter, and the Explorers lead the Blue Streaks 7-3. Ball is in the air again. It's going to go deep and out of, actually over the end zone. It's going to be another touchback for the Blue Streaks, and they'll start again from their own 20-yard line.
Absolutely. Tonight, we're joined in the booth.
We got some special guests with us.
We've got none other than the Federal League folks in the booth with us tonight. So they're going to help us. They're helping me out because he's showing me his phone. Mr. Peterson here to my right, showing me his phone, getting me score updates on the other games that Q92 is not covering.
I got to be on my best behavior, which I'm not really good at. So Quires back out there in the shotgun for the Blue Streaks. He's going to have 4 receivers. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back, who cuts it back up the middle, and he gets out across the 20 to the 22 to the 23-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for Lake.
Hey, Jay, if I tell you that Green scored a touchdown and then recovered the next onside kick, would that surprise you at all?
Not with Coach Geis, it wouldn't. You never know what that man's going to bring to the table.
Hey, Jackson's on the board, Jay. It's 14-6. Mentor over Jackson.
2nd and 7 out on the 23-yard line for the Lake Blue Streaks. Back in the shotgun, trailing 7-3. And that's going to be a false start on Lake, as Hudson was showing blitz off the left end and made the offensive line flinch.
And Madsen, the tailback, very frustrated, not liking these mental mistakes that are keeping the momentum off of Lake right now. Lake needs to catch fire and quick. They don't want to fall behind against Hudson.
2nd and 12 now from, they move it back to the 20.
It's like the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
18-yard line.
18, there it is. 3:06, 3:05. The clock starts back up. Quire in the shotgun for receiver set. Takes the snap. And he dropped the pass as he was getting ready to throw it to his open receiver. And he picked it up and threw it into the hands of a Hudson defender who dropped it incomplete.
Well, he's lucky because Evan Walensky, the junior, almost made an unbelievable Odell Beckham-like one-handed pick. And it looks like this could be going against Lake here, Jay. Not what you want at all.
No, he fumbled that pass attempt before it left his hand, and it was rolling inside the 5-yard line. So we had to run back there, pick it up, and get rid of it. And it's going to be an eligible receiver downfield on Lake, another penalty, as they're starting to pile up on the Blue Streaks.
And Hudson has chosen to decline the penalty. Hey, Jay, Xavier Owens from 8 yards out. Maslin leads Hoover 14-7. Xavier Owens is really, really good.
I think he's only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, he's really good.
Quire back in the shotgun now. 4 receivers again. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking right, fires right, trying to go up top. Got his receiver out to the 45. Let's see if they call it incomplete. I don't know that he survived the ground. And there's a flag on the play, which could be an offensive pass interference.
Kind of looked like Ty pushed off a little bit to give himself the advantage. Let's see what the flag is. He caught the football. And they're going to say it's on the defense, Jay.
On the defense. So that's going to be an automatic first down for the Blue Streaks. 15-yarder, and Lake moves the chains to survive this drive out to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
So are they going to say that was an incomplete pass?
I didn't think he survived the ground because it went bouncing out into the field.
Mr. Peterson here to my right said, no, incomplete pass. I didn't see it. So I was more impressed that there may have been an offensive pass interference.
And now we have
a substitution violation. He's touching his chest. So let's see what
well,
maybe not.
All is not lost.
Coach Jeff Goff had something to say to the official that caused a little delay, but nothing happened.
Quire back in the shotgun now. He's going to take the snap and hand it off to his running back, who goes up the left side, gets out to the 40-yard line for about a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Jay, he was this close. He was this close to breaking it. He got tripped up, or else I think he'd be still running down the middle of the field.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 from their own 40-yard line for the Blue Streaks. This time they're going to have one receiver out wide. It's going to be up top to the left. Quire takes the snap, and it's over everybody's head and into the backfield. And Alexander Quire dives on it way back at the 27-yard line.
Jay, score update. Green 14, Fitch 7. Hunka to Dubrovitz from 15 yards out. The Green Bulldogs lead the Fitch Falcons 14-7.
So that's going to go all the way back to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. And now it's 3rd and a very long way. 3rd and 16.
Jay, if you remember when we did late green, there were a lot of snaps that went over Quire's head. That's something they've got to figure out quickly.
So 4 receivers for Quire. He puts Ty George in motion to the top side. Drops back to pass. Throws it to the receiver out in the flat, out across the 30 to the 33-yard line, and he's not even close.
I mean, it was a great idea to throw the screen. However, the blocking did not hold up long enough to let the running back get free. So it will be 4th down and 10. They're going to give him 7 on the gain. But it's 4th and 10, Jay, and Hudson's going to get the football back.
Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Hudson leads 7-3. And the punting unit on for the Lake Blue Streaks. Hudson has a guy standing back at his own 35-yard line. There's the snap. Line drive punt, and it's a nice one. And it's going to take a Blue Streak bounce, and it's going to go inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Great punt, flipping the field for Lake.
That was Lachlan Baker, the sophomore, with a booming kick, and back deep for Hudson. It was Anthony Palucci, and he did not like that it bounced, and he couldn't get it.
So we get to see Hudson's offense for the 2nd time tonight. First time with a Judy 14-yard touchdown reception. There's 33.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter at Blue Streak Stadium. And Hayden Lipinski and his offensive crew are out and ready to rock. 3 receivers. Puts one man in motion up top to the right. Takes the snap. Hands it off to his back. Gets up the middle for maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. And we'll see if they want to run another play, as they don't have to.
I don't think they're going to run another play, but I've been wrong many times this season. No, they're not running another play.
They are not in a hurry, so that is going to end the first quarter here at Lake Blue Streak Stadium with Hudson leading 7-3. We're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Street Stadium in Uniontown as Lake is trailing Hudson 7-3. It is now tied at 21 apiece. Or no, wait.
It's 21-7. Maslin
There
over
it is.
Hoover. 21-6. Menor over Jackson. It is East Canton 7. Fairport Harding 7. Hoban leads Boardman 14-0. And Walsh and Nordonia, no score.
So Hudson leads 7-3 here at Lake. And Lipinski is going to have a 2nd and 9 from their own 19-yard line. And they're now going to flip the field, and Hudson's going to be going from left to right. Going to have 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls left, running left, fires it left, behind his intended target, incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Maslin extended their lead, Jay, with an interception return for a touchdown, which made it 21-7. Still in the first quarter. Can Hoover handle the firepower of Maslin? That's the question over on Q92 on the FM.
Back here at Lake, we have a 3rd and 9 from their own 19, 11:53 to go until halftime. Lipinski takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended target, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
He was looking for Nathan Judy again, and Judy unable to make the catch. You wonder, Jay, if he was worried about the hit he was about to take if he caught the football.
100%. He had 2 guys, one coming from each side, and he was gonna take a smack if he came down with that football. But the punting unit on for Hudson, and Lake has 2 guys back deep, standing at their own 38-yard line. Punter picks it up off the carpet and gets it away, and it's going to be short and off to the right. It's going to bounce originally inside Hudson territory and then takes an explorer's roll down to the Lake 41. But that's great starting field position. The best of the night so far for the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, the snap was bad, and Ian Katz, the punter, able to get it off. But I honestly think, Jay, that Lake was able to kind of get a piece of that, just kind of how it looked when it came off of his foot. I think that's kind of what helped the roll, too, for Hudson. But we'll get to see the Lake offense again. Let's see what Coach DeGeorge has set up here.
And they're going right to left now after the field flip of the first quarter. And now he's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him as he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers. Takes the snap, hands it off, goes up the left side, cuts it back across the 40 to the 44-yard line. 3-yard gain for Lake.
That was tied to George on the carry. Lake is going to do whatever they can. They love to move DeGeorge around. He's played quarterback. He's played receiver. He's played running back. He plays defense. This kid does it all, and Lake will utilize him any way that they can tonight.
So it's 2nd and 10 for the Blue Streaks from their own 44-yard line. 2 receivers up top to the right. Quire in the shotgun, again with the 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, and it's bounced around, and then Quire just has to grab it and run up. They are having all kinds of trouble with the snap.
Yeah, we've got flags on the play as well. Jay, it looked like Quire didn't know if he was supposed to get it, or Matson didn't know if he was supposed to take it, and it just chaos ensues.
They're playing hot potato back there with the football, and the flag was thrown around the 41-yard line from the far side. We're going to get our call here.
Illegal shift on Lake, it looks like here. And it looks like Hudson may decline this penalty, Jay, bringing up 3rd down.
So it's going to...
Oh, they're going to say
false start. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Blue Streaks.
And Hudson is indeed accepted said penalty.
So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for Lake with 10:47 to go until halftime. And Hudson leads right now 7-3. And I'm actually surprised Lake's hanging in there with as many penalties and mistakes as they are making on the offensive side of the football. Choir back in the shotgun. This time they're going to go with that one running back. And he drops the snap, and here comes the rush, and he's going to be sacked way back at his own 30-yard line. And again, bad snaps and struggles in the backfield for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Nathan Judy came in untouched, Jay, and Choir's lucky he didn't get blindsided. I mean, and also a horse collar apparently doesn't exist.
If you fall forward, they're not going to call it. He fell forward.
That's fair.
It's got to buckle the legs and go backwards before you'll see a flag come out for that. But he did have his hand in the wrong spot.
He did.
It's going to be 3rd and 21 now from their own 30-yard line for the Lake Blue Streaks. Choir is going to stay in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to try to take the top off the right side. The defender never turns around, and that's going to draw a flag, offense or defensive. Pass interference on Hudson.
Great job there. The intended receiver for Lake was Zach Novak. And he did a phenomenal job of baiting the defender, and the defender never turned around. And you can't do that. You have to try to make a play on the football, or else they're going to throw the flag, and they throw the flag.
Zach Novak is their deep ball receiver, and that's the 2nd or 3rd time that they've went that route tonight. And Lake's going to get it 1st and 10 or 3rd down all the way out to their 45-yard line. It's a 15-yard penalty, we have to remember. And Lake had it 3rd and 21, which is now going to, we do the math, even though I failed. 3rd and 6 for Lake out on their own 45-yard line. Choir back in the shotgun, one receiver out wide to the right. Takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Fires it over to the right side, and it is in and out of the hands of his intended target as he was hit immediately after touching the football.
Ty DeGeorge was the intended receiver. What does Lake do? They're going to punt the football, Jay. They're going to play defense here. Palucci back deep for Hudson. Miller, the punter, Lachlan Baker, Lachlan Baker will punt it away for Lake.
9:32 to go until halftime. Hudson currently leads 7-3. There's the snap. Got plenty of time, and he gets it away. High, deep kick. It's going to be fielded at the 15. He gets out to the 20, and that's about all he'll get. And that's where Hudson will start 1st and 10 on this offensive drive.
So far, so good, Jay. You'll take it. If you're Lake, you want to keep Hudson's offense off the field. However, you wonder what kind of toll this will take on the Lake defense if they're spending a lot of time on the field.
Yeah, after that first long drive by the Lake offense, we haven't seen them move the football much, and their defense has spent a lot of time since then out on the football field. We got a little conference going on at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, there was some after play activity, and I think the refs are just kind of talking about it to make sure they keep an eye on it.
Nope, they're going to get it all the way back to their 11. So
I missed a penalty.
Yeah, there
was a penalty.
We're not getting a whole lot of the standing in front of us and showing us what's going on.
Yeah.
They do it every other time, it seems, but nonetheless, Hudson's going to have to start deep in their own territory from their own 10-yard line. 9:23 to go until halftime. And Lipinski's going to come out immediately in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Fires it to the left side. Again, in and out of the hands of his intended target. 2nd and 10.
That was Brady Summers, on the defensive side for Lake. Did a great job. He got there the same time the ball did. Incomplete. 2nd down.
And back to the line of scrimmage as still Hudson is a no-huddle offense. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right, 1 up top to his left. He's going to have Reno Ferrari in the backfield with him. He's a Ferrari to me. I'm not saying Ferry.
That's fair. That's fair.
Lipinski gets the play from the sidelines, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires it to the left side. He's got his man out to the 25 to the 26-yard line. Almost the same play. This time it works, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Explorers.
And that was Louis Castellarian on the reception. Hey, Jay, East Canton leads Fairport Harding, 15-7.
My guy, Spider Miller.
Spider Miller doing big things in the playoffs. You gotta love it. Go East Canton.
I had their game last week.
You did?
Yeah.
Our boy Matt Corral is there tonight with Robert Coleman.
1st and 10 now. Lipinski's going to take the snap, hand it off to the running back who goes up the right side. And he slips at about the 32-yard line, or he would have got more, but that's a nice first down gain for Hudson.
Yeah, Reno Ferry is a very talented tailback. He is very quick. He is very he's shorter in stature, but he's like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
They don't have heights and weights on their roster,
So
but
it's 2nd and 5 for Hudson out to their own 31-yard line. Lipinski back in the shotgun, staying with 3 receivers. Ferry in the backfield with him, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires it to the left side again. There's that little curl route that's complete out to the 42-yard line, another Hudson first down.
he's literally, so I'm left-handed, just like Lipinski, right? And he's dipping down and throwing it sidearm, almost like Bernie Kosar back in the day with the Browns.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for the Hudson Explorers. As again, they get up to the line, see the defense, do the hard clap, and then look to the sidelines for the play. They got it. Lipinski in the shotgun. 2 receivers, takes the snap, hands it off to Ferry, who goes up the right side, waiting, jumps over 1 defender, and nowhere else to go as Lake had that one bottled up from the start.
Well, Jay, Lake is this bend but don't break right now. They're staying in this game, but for how long? If Hudson continues to take the top off, can Lake stay in this game with one-on-one coverage?
Right back to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. This time he's rolling left. And he dumps it off in the flat, out across the 50, into Lake territory, and he runs out of bounds at the Lake 43-yard line. Another Explorer first down.
That's Nathan Judy, seems to be the favorite target right now of Hayden Lipinski. I just love the fact that he is side-arming these footballs. Like, that is just something fun to watch.
You don't see it very often at this level.
Especially being left-handed. Not a lot of left-handed quarterbacks.
Lipinski takes the snap, hands it off to the running back who's trying to stretch it out wide right, tries to cut it back upfield, and no go. The Blue Streaks are right there. And he looks like he's going to lose a yard. That's going to make it 2nd and 11 for Hudson.
The ball carrier was number 13, Christopher Horn. That's not who they have on their 2 deep, but that's number 13, according to my roster.
Normally plays tight end, junior for the Explorers.
And I don't know if there's more letters, but it cuts off. So I apologize for if his name is longer.
If it's longer, it's Horner.
That's what I'm looking at. It is Horner. It is, in fact, Horner. Good call, Jay. Well done.
Not my first rodeo as Lipinski drops back to pass, fires it over to the left side, got his man, and knocked away at the last second by the Blue Streaks defender, saving a touchdown.
Callan Pierce, the junior defensive back, says, not today. At the very last second, able to get a tip on the football, and the Green Bulldogs have extended their lead, Jay, 17-7. Nero is good from 35 yards.
We've watched him kick some long ones this year.
He is really, really good.
Federal League's got some really good kickers. Lake's got one. Lipinski takes the snap, rolling left, looking downfield, getting towards the sideline, dumps it off and throws it away, and it's now 4th down and 11 for Hudson. And we'll see, since they are on the Lake side of the 50, are they going to bring out the punting unit? And they are. Again, that bend but don't break by the Blue Streaks, but they have to do something on offense to flip this field and put together a nice long drive to give their defense some rest with 6:14 to go until halftime. Lake has 2 guys back deep, standing at their own 9-yard line. There's the punt. High punt. And it's going to be fair caught at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Streaks football.
Chase Fuller waves for the fair catch. We were talking about kickers, Jay. Hoover in the Federal League, they have a kid with a bazooka with a leg. Jackson has an amazing kicker. I'm not sure about McKinley. Perry, I don't remember Perry's kicker either. But you're right. I mean, we've seen a lot of really good kickers this year.
Such a commodity in high school because it's not the sexiest of positions. You know what I'm saying?
But if you can boot a football 60 yards, then you're good with me.
Quire in the shotgun now. He's going to have 3 receivers to his left, 1 up top to his right. Takes the snap, drops the snap, and it's going to be picked up by the running back, who's going to be swarmed over in the backfield at the 12-yard line or at the 7-yard line.
And I just looked at the sideline, and Coach DeGeorge just put his hands on his head as if to say, what
that was on
in
Quire.
The world is going on right now?
Some of them are on the center, but that one was on Quire.
Yeah, it's just these mental mistakes.
At some point, if he keeps doing that, you're going to see George get that nod back under center.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something. I mean,
it's now 2nd and 14 for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Jeez.
Again with the 4 receivers. Takes the snap. Hands it off to the back. Or no, he fakes it. Fires it over the middle. Got his man out to the 20. He's still going across the 30. And he's going to be tripped up at the 37, 38-yard line. Big first down play for the Blue Streaks, and they needed that bad.
Chase Fuller on the receiving end. Did you like the right-handed sidearm by Alex Quire setting up that big play? Just what Lake needed to keep that drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now out to their own 38-yard line. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter. Hudson leads 7-3. Quire back in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back the pass, fires it to the right. Got his man out to the 42.
Late penalty flag into the play here. Came in from that far side judge, Jay. They're going
to be holding on somebody.
Well, he's holding his hand like up here on his chest. That's usually another
man. Eligible receiver down. Yeah. I think that's just him touching his.
Maybe.
I don't think he's meaning to be a.
He's not trying to make a call
because he's done that he's doing it right now.
That's true. Is he talking?
He must be.
Yeah, they might have a little communication system between the officials here.
So back behind the chains for the Lake Blue Streaks after that big play out to the 38-yard line, and now they're all the way down to their own 33, and 4:20 to go until halftime. Back in the shotgun for Quire. Takes the snap and fakes the pass, and he's going to run it up the middle, and Hudson was waiting for him.
Alex Quire, yeah. It was a design quarterback run, but Hudson knew it was coming, and they were ready for it. Let's see how many they give him on the pickup. They're going to mark the ball at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 13.
So it looks like their linebackers have been instructed to kind of spy Quire and Ty DeGeorge. And if Ty DeGeorge doesn't come across the middle pre-snap, then both of them kind of stay with the guys in the backfield. 2nd and 13 now for the Blue Streaks. Takes the snap, drops back the pass. He's going to have to roll right, and he's going to be swarmed over at the 30 for a Hudson sack to bring up 3rd and forever.
Yeah, I mean, Hudson they're getting so much pressure on that Lake offensive line, pushing them backwards. And Quire doesn't have enough time to think, let alone go through his progressions.
They're not even that big compared to some of the Lake guys. They just get off the football so well. It's now 3rd and 18 from the Lake 30 with under 3 minutes to play until halftime.
Can't win the game if you're playing behind the chains.
It's going to be 4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 down here to the left for Quire. Takes the snap, looking left, fakes it left, then goes right, going over the middle. And it's going to be picked off at the 40-yard line and out across the 50, back into Lake territory as Quire just threw up a prayer and they were waiting on it.
Louis Castellarian, the senior defensive back, saw it all the way. He was playing safety. Jay just stepped in front of the receiver and said, "Thank you, I'll take it." And Hudson has the football back.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Ty DeGeorge starting the second half under center.
Well, something's going to have to change for Lake. The mental mistakes, the errors, the sloppiness is not what Lake is known for. And you know Coach DeGeorge is going to have a conversation in the locker room at halftime.
They're usually one of the cleanest teams in the Federal League. But Hudson's going to start inside Lake territory on the 47, and Lipinski's going to take the snap, fake the handoff to his back, and throws it to his intended target in and out of the hands, low and off the turf.
His intended receiver there was Gavin Hitchcock, the junior receiver. He had fallen down, but he still could have made that catch. He just bobbled it.
2nd and 10 now from their own, or from the Lake 47-yard line.
CVCA up over Geneva, 14-0.
How surprising was that Geneva Alliance score last week?
Geneva is a very good football team,
Yeah.
and Alliance is really good too. I think Geneva was just slightly better.
Lipinski in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run it himself up the left side, trying to stretch it out to the sidelines, gets maybe a yard. Lake did a great job of sealing that edge. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9.
Jay, West Branch leads Norton 21-14 out in West Branch. That one 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. At halftime, we'll go through as many scores as I can find, get you caught up on everything going on in the area on week 2 of the playoffs.
Big 3rd down here for both teams. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Hudson leads 7-3. Right to the line of scrimmage for Lipinski as they're under 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Here comes the rush off the left side. Lipinski over the middle. Got his man down to the Lake 23-yard line. Another Explorer first down.
Christopher Horner playing tight end there, and he was wide open in the center of the field. Lipinski took a shot, Jay, but he put it right on the numbers for Horner, and he made the catch.
1st and 10. Hudson from the Lake 23-yard line. They lead 7-3 and would love to get into the end zone before halftime.
Lipinski's hobbling. He was grabbing his knee, Jay. It's
Takes
to
the
watch.
snap, drops back to pass, fires it left, and Lake jumps the route in and out of the hands of the defensive back, who almost returned the favor on the interception, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10, and Lipinski's coming off the field, and that is huge for Hudson.
He's grabbing his knee, Jay, and he is in an unbelievable amount of pain. So let's see. Their next quarterback
might be Judy.
Would be Horner is who they have listed. Horner would be the next quarterback, but let's see who goes under center. It is going to be Judy. It is going to be.
They got both of them out there right now. We'll see which one takes the cake.
Nathan Judy looks
Judy's going to be in it.
Yep, Judy under center.
2nd and 10 now from the 23. Hudson with their backup quarterback. And there's going to be a flag on the play, but they got the timeout off before the play clock ran out. We'll just keep it here with 1:16 to go until halftime. But this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
So at halftime, join us. We'll get you all caught up on what happened on the first half. We might have some highlights. We've got Jeff Mears with a news break back in the studio. We'll hit the scoreboard, and it'll be story time with Jay yet again. And boy, do we have a good one that happened today, pregame.
In the press box.
Before tonight's game even started.
If we have time. We don't always have time for
we have to tell this story. I think it is story time with Jay has become one of my favorite halftime rituals that we do. Jay Massillon now up 28-7. McMullen, a 47-yard touchdown run after Hoover was stopped on 4th down. Massillon beginning to pull away, which is what we were afraid of. That Massillon team may be young, but they are fast and they are talented for sure.
So Hudson out of the timeout now. And it is going to be Nathan Judy in the backfield. He takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself up the left side, just waiting, and then finally darts it up the middle and inside the 20. And Hudson has officially entered the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
Well, it's 3rd down, Jay, but we also know that Hudson has a phenomenal kicker. So I think if Hudson doesn't get the first down here, they're okay taking the points because they'll get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
And it is under a minute to play until halftime. Back in the shotgun for Judy. He takes the snap, drops back the pass, rolls right, fires right, got his man at the 6-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and goal for Hudson.
Louis Castellarian,
And the clock runs as they place it right back to the line of scrimmage. Goes Judy in the offense. He takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the left side. Tries to get it outside, and he's going to be shoved down at the 4-yard line.
Timeout by Hudson with 19.9 seconds to go.
We'll still keep it here.
Jay, can I put a smile on your face?
I don't know. Can you?
East Canton 22, Fairport Harding 10. Spider Miller and the East Canton Hornets. Are they going to pull an upset tonight? Upset watch indeed has begun.
East Canton started the season 4-0 for the first time in like 25 years.
Spider Miller is a legend.
He was my strength and conditioning coach when I was at McKinley.
He is by far one of the nicest coaches that I have ever had the opportunity to speak with. I wish him nothing but success. And if East Canton's able to get the win, I'm willing to bet the dollars in my pocket that Q92 Sports Network will be covering their game next week.
Next week's going to require some driving.
I think so. A little tunage.
I'm okay with that.
We'll maybe we'll ride together. Maybe we'll get a road game. We'll see.
Maybe we should take a limo.
Do that. Wouldn't that be something?
The Q92 Sports Network shows up to an
undisclosed location.
Yeah.
I like it.
So here comes Judy in the shotgun, 2nd and goal from the 5. And Judy's going to run it off the right side, and it's going to be a foot race. He's going to dump it into the end zone for a Hudson touchdown.
Anthony Palucci on the receiving end from Judy. What a great job. Ran it, extended it as much as he could, waited, and then threw a dart into the end zone. How that only took 6.9 seconds off the clock, I'll never know.
Extra point still to come for the Explorers. The Explorers.
That was from 6 yards out.
I believe so. Here comes the extra point attempt. It's up. Plenty of leg. And plenty good. It is now 14-3. Hudson on top of Lake with 13 seconds to go until halftime. And you know George wants to get in that locker room and have some conversations, some tough conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is not the Lake team we're used to seeing. You know there's going to be some second half adjustments.
14-3, Hudson on top of Lake in this Division II Region 5 Round 2 playoff matchup. 13 seconds to go until halftime. And again, at halftime, stick with us as we will have a news break back at the station with Jeff Mears. Mike will go over some of the other scores around the area. We will have our first half analysis on this one before we look towards the second half of this football game. Ball is teed up for Hudson. Lake's got 3 guys back deep standing at the 1-yard line. Look at that moon staring right at us.
That moon is absolutely gorgeous.
And there's the kick. Line drive, and that one's going to be over the end zone again, and yet another touchback for Lake. And I would be surprised if they ran a play here instead of just downing it and heading to halftime.
Well, again, the big news story here is Hayden Lipinski leaves the football game. That's the starting quarterback for the Explorers, kind of grabbing at that left knee. You hope he's okay. Enter Nathan Judy, who was on the receiving end of Hudson's first touchdown, forced into quarterback duty. So that'll be something to watch, Jay, especially in the second half, and we'll talk about it at halftime.
He was given a short field when he got brought in, already inside the red zone, so that helps. Quire takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, who goes up the left side, then cuts it back up the middle, out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And where was that this whole first half? Because that's going to be a first down for Lake.
And that's going to be the last play of the first half. As soon as they set it, they're going to try to snap it here.
And they get the snap off, and they're going to hand it off again up the middle. And they fight their way out to the 39-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half as the Hudson Explorers lead the Lake Blue Streaks 14-3. We're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally women-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise, credit, cabin, or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium as Lake trails Hudson 14-3 at halftime, and the Hudson band's getting ready to put on their halftime performance, and we are going to step away and send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. As the federal government shutdown continues, Northeast Ohio airports are keeping a close watch on possible flight impacts. The FAA is reducing air traffic by up to 10% at 40 major airports today because of staffing shortages, but Akron Canton and Cleveland Hopkins are not on the preliminary list. The Beacon Journal reports officials at both airports say travelers could still see delays because of disruptions at other hubs and are urging passengers to check with their airlines before heading to the airport. The FAA says the cuts are intended to relieve fatigue among air traffic controllers working without pay during the shutdown. Meanwhile, Governor Mike DeWine says Ohio is moving ahead with a $25 million plan to help families affected by the shutdown and the suspension of SNAP food benefits. The state is sending $7 million to regional food banks, including $887,000 for the Akron Canton Regional Food Bank and another $18 million in emergency payments to more than 63,000 low-income Ohioans through the Ohio Works First program. DeWine also announced $10.3 million in federal funding to keep WIC benefits available for mothers and children into December. The Highway Patrol is investigating a crash that occurred Thursday night on Route 62 at Beach Street in Nimishillen Township. Troopers say just before 6 p.m., 36-year-old Joshua Kimbrell of Arkansas was driving a pickup truck and failed to yield at a stop sign, pulling into the path of a car driven by 25-year-old David Foster of Alliance. The vehicle struck the truck's driver's side. Kimbrell suffered minor injuries. Foster, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was seriously injured and flown to Akron General Medical Center. The roadway was closed for about 2 hours. A motorcyclist has died after a crash in Tuscarawas County. The Highway Patrol says 47-year-old Michael McHale of Mineral City was northbound on County Road 66 in Union Township Wednesday night when his motorcycle struck a tree that had fallen across the road. The bike overturned and went off the right side. McHale was flown to Akron General Medical Center, where he later died from his injuries. The patrol says he was wearing a helmet. The crash remains under investigation. Mentalis reported strong third-quarter results with net sales of $305.9 million and net income of $8.1 million, up from $3.7 million in the previous quarter. Adjusted earnings rose to $12 million, and earnings improved to $29 million, driven by strong aerospace and defense shipments. The Canton-based steelmaker generated $22 million in operating cash flow, ended the quarter with $191 million in cash, and repurchased $3 million in stock. Mentalis expects fourth-quarter results to dip due to normal year-end maintenance, but says new defense contracts position it well for 2026. An Alliance man is facing charges after police say he assaulted several people and threatened his brother with a gun. 37-year-old Jesse Knowling allegedly punched his live-in girlfriend in the face Wednesday morning at their North Webb Avenue home while holding a firearm and pushed his brother's girlfriend to the ground, causing injuries. Knowling also is accused of pointing a gun at his brother and trying to chamber a round before fleeing. He's charged with domestic violence, assault, aggravated menacing, and having a weapon under disability. Knowling has a burglary conviction from 2006. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
A judge has stepped aside from the case of a Sebring police officer accused of domestic violence. Mahoning County Judge Joe Schiavone recused himself from the case of 25-year-old Dylan Vesey, who is charged with a misdemeanor count of domestic violence. The case has been transferred from Sebring to Mahoning County Court in Boardman for a pretrial hearing. Deputies were called to a home at West Indiana Avenue and North 16th Street on Halloween for the reported incident. Vesey has been a full-time patrolman since last month after serving part-time with the department for about a year. Two more men have been arrested in connection with the 2021 shooting death of 20-year-old Bryson Douglas in East Liverpool. The U.S. Marshals Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force took 29-year-old Curtis Holland and 25-year-old Travis Kidder of East Liverpool into custody Thursday after a Columbiana County grand jury indicted them on murder and aggravated murder charges. Douglas was found shot to death on a front porch on Pennsylvania Avenue in July of 2021. The other suspects, Elvin and Alan Tisdale, have already been convicted in the case. Authorities say Douglas was not the intended target of the shooting. A Warren man has been sentenced to up to 15 years in prison for sex crimes involving a family member. 50-year-old Daniel Ortiz Torres received a sentence of 10 to 15 years Thursday in Mahoning County Common Pleas Court after pleading guilty in September to rape and gross sexual imposition. The abuse occurred multiple times between 2015 and 2022 in Youngstown and Warren. The sentence was recommended by both sides and approved by Judge Anthony D'Onofrio. Ortiz Torres was given credit for 452 days already served. Mahoning County commissioners are raising new concerns about the owners of the Southern Park Mall after security guards walked off the job this week. WKBN TV reports the mall's concourses were locked for several hours Monday after guards reportedly weren't paid. Thursday, Commissioner Carol Righetti called the owners not good stewards for the county or Boardman Township. The mall's owner, Coan Retail Investments, still owes more than $1 million in property taxes and fees over the past year. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, mostly cloudy skies, a chance of showers with a low near 39. A mix of sun and clouds Saturday with a high reaching 54. Saturday night, rain likely, otherwise mostly cloudy, a low around 41. The threat of rain carries over into Sunday, a high near 49. Monday, snow likely, mostly cloudy with a high of 36. For Q92 News, I'm Jeff Mears.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium as the Hudson Explorers lead the Lake Blue Streaks at halftime, 14-3. That's our score. And now I'm going to option pitch the football over to my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees, as he's going to go through the other scores around the area and the other ones we can find. Mike, take it away.
Absolutely, Jay. Akron-Hoban leads Boardman 31-0. Green over Fitch 17-14. Avon over Olmsted Falls 26-6. Buckeye leads St. Mary's Memorial 19-0. Canfield 21, Kenston 6. Canton McKinley 7. Medina 0. Medina has 30 yards of total offense.
What is going on with Medina? They knocked off Strongsville last week, and now they're giving McKinley everything they can handle.
Exactly. Doughton leads Columbia 19-7. Garaway over Columbiana 21-0. CVCA pounding Geneva 42-0. East Canton leads Fairport Harding 22-10. Galleon over Cloverleaf 13-3. Garrettsville leads St. Clairsville 13-7. Manchester trails Girard 7-0. Glenville 29. Salem nothing. The Smithville Smithies leading 14-7.
I will never understand that name.
Akron East leads Hawken 22-7. Jay, we saw Akron East earlier this season against Canton South. They're a very good football team.
Oh, we did. Yeah, you're right.
Highland leads Broadview Brexville Heights 21-0. Hillsdale 56. Canotton Valley 0. Let's keep going here. Washington Massillon leads Hoover 28-7. Mentor leads Jackson 49-6. Monroeville and Malvern tied at 14.
Okay.
Let's go down the list. Orville trails Shelby 22-0. St. Ed's leading 28-7. Ashland trails St. Francis de Sales 16-14.
Ooh, that's closer than I thought.
Triway leads Fairview 24-7. Hudson obviously leading Lake 14-3. That's here. Toledo de Sales trails Wadsworth 20-0. Walsh over Nordonia 28-8.
Wow.
West Branch leads Norton by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And Cardinal Mooney 14, South Range 6. Jay, those are my scores, and I'm sticking to it.
And again, it's 14-3 here at Lake as the Blue Streak Band is putting on their show after Hudson finished up their great performance. We're going to step away for another commercial break. And when we come back, we will talk about the first half of this one as we had a few Hudson highlights to share with you. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium, it's halftime, and the Blue Streak Band going to town here. Another great performance by them as Hudson leads the Blue Streaks 14-3. And we are going to review the first half of this one as Lake started with the football, and they had a nice, long, methodical drive. As they mixed in some running and some passing, it looked like some good things were going on for the Blue Streaks to start this football game. They've got nothing since then, and it's been a lot of sloppiness in the backfield. But Lake did get off the field goal there on that initial possession, going up 3-0. And then Hudson, on the ensuing possession, drove all the way down, and Judy from 14 yards out. Lipinski back in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 down here to the left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking right, dumps it off right side into the flat. Spin move down, and let's see if they call it. He reached out at the goal line. They're waiting for the signal. They're talking about it.
I think they're going to mark him out at about the 2.
Nope, touchdown Hudson. So that went into the end zone after some discussions by the referees at the goal line. The extra point was good. That made it 7-3 Hudson. And then the rest of the first quarter, we saw nothing from either team. And then in the second quarter, Palucci got the pass from 6 yards out. Second and goal from the 5. And Judy's going to run it off the right side, and it's going to be a foot race. He's going to dump it into the end zone for a Hudson touchdown. And the extra point was good there as well, and that's how we got to the 14-3 score. That second touchdown was after the starting quarterback for Hudson limped off the field with a knee injury, Hayden Lipinski, and then Nathan Judy had to come in a backup role and still got the touchdown pass.
Yeah, Jay, Hayden Lipinski limped very noticeably off the field as they were headed back towards the locker room. In my opinion, I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, and I did not sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. I do not think that he is coming back into this ball game. Looks like it could be a serious injury, but who knows? These are kids, and they're able to bounce back quicker than most. So it'll be interesting to see who's under center for the Explorers here as we start the third quarter.
Yeah, the thing that helps him is he helped himself off the field. Nobody had to come out and grab him and help him off or carry him off. So yeah, that could be a positive.
He basically limped significantly, though, to the sideline. You could tell he could hardly put much weight on that left knee and that left leg. So thoughts and prayers with him. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But again, we'll see in about 2 minutes. Now it'll be more because they'll add more time. That's what they do. In about 7 minutes when we start the third quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's under center. If Lake doesn't clean up the mistakes, the penalties, the drop footballs, the bad snaps, it's not going to matter.
No, it's not. I mean, Lake has just been sloppy, and this is not Lake football that we're used to seeing. Alex Squire having some trouble with the quarterback exchange with the center. He's fumbled a couple. He threw a pick. Just, again, lots of penalties. They're moving backwards. They're playing a lot behind the chains. And if the offense can't get it going, you're putting your defense basically out on an island, asking them to hold this explosive Hudson team at bay. You wonder how long they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and the defense is going to be tired. They spent a lot of time out on the football field in that first half. So they're going to come out here, hopefully get after it and get a quick 3-and-out so they can get the offense back out onto the football field.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I think you're dead on. I think Coach DeGeorge is going to have a very serious heart-to-heart with this Lake Blue Streak team. I mean, if they want to compete, your season ends tonight unless you turn it around.
They're usually one of the cleanest teams in the Federal League. They don't usually have a whole lot of penalties. DeGeorge runs a tight ship, and it was just kind of surprising to see. Now, they did come off the bye week, but I think once you're into the second quarter, that rust has to be gone. That timing has to be back. It was only 1 week. As Hudson's starting to make their way back out onto the football field, they'll get some time to warm up, and I think it's about that time.
It is story time with Jay.
Which one's been your favorite so far? Mine's got to be when I broke my toe with a frozen pizza.
I think mine was when I almost died twice out on the field for not paying attention and staring at my phone. Thankfully, I didn't die. All right, story time with Jay.
Yeah, so we were up here a couple. I got here at 4 o'clock. You got here at 4 o'clock. We were up here early, got the sound check done, and we were just kind of hanging out. We did our traditional walk across the field, and then the rain started a little bit. It was enough to, put us back in the press box until it slowed down, and then, we look over our left shoulder, and who do we see? 3 Stark County sheriffs, and I'm like, I swear I didn't do it. And
he did. I'm his witness. We both put our hands up and said we didn't do it. We're just here.
Yeah, the gentleman was like, "No, we're just going to hang out here with you guys. Are the only 3 up, or the only 2 up here in the box, and we don't want to stand out in the rain until they start opening the gates. There's really no need for us down there quite yet." And so we were chit-chatting about the games today, the games throughout the season, some of the other schools, and then one of the Stark County sheriffs was a female.
She was.
And she was having a little issue with her belt.
With her belt.
She goes, "This is going to be an odd request, but do any of you have a zip tie?" And lo and behold, we had a zip tie.
Yes. For those that don't know, we carry some
Weird
reusable black zip ties. We have banners, Q92 Sports banners that we hang at stadiums to let people know that we're here and that they can listen live to 7 games each and every week. We were able to give her not 1, but 2 zip ties.
And they matched up. So if you see a Stark County sheriff walking around Blue Streak Stadium with zip ties, just know that we're here to help as much as they are.
We want to keep from a wardrobe malfunction.
We don't want that.
No, we don't. Definitely don't want it.
There's weapons on those belts. You have a malfunction. There might be more than one.
Well, and I have to throw this little tidbit of information in as well. So obviously 2 male officers, sheriffs from Stark County, and the female who is a Jackson High School graduate, go Polar Bears. She may have taken a liking to you, Mr. Wilhelm. She was smiling when you talked, and she really didn't take her eyes off of you.
Maybe she's just polite.
May, but I've been around. And usually when you see that typical behavior, usually means that they may like you a little bit. So just kind of take that.
Hey, what do the kids say? I got aura. Is that what they're saying these days?
Lord,
I got that aura, evidently.
Stop.
I didn't notice. I was talking to the two gentlemen about the Brunswick Jackson throwdown last week.
The brawl.
Yeah, we were talking about that, so I didn't notice, but I'm glad you did.
I did.
I know how to get a hold of her if I need her, though.
You do.
911, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. I got your back forever and always, my friend. That was Story Time with Jay. Join us each and every week during halftime for Story Time with Jay.
I still like the frozen pizza.
I mean, I still can't believe you broke your toe with a frozen pizza, but
I mean, I dropped it from 6 foot in the air. I can't be the only one. Is that the chopper? Are we getting chopper treatment here tonight? It is pitch black in the sky.
That is a chopper. Who is it? Is it Fox 8? Most likely. Fox 8 follows us everywhere we go. Is it Matt McGaw? It could be from 330 to go. He could be up in the chopper. Don't know who it is tonight. It's definitely too high to be a drone.
Yeah.
So it is in fact a chopper. We're about 40 seconds, Jay, from the start of the second half. What are you thinking? What are your predictions? What are we going to see in the next 24 minutes?
I would be super surprised if we don't see Lake clean up the backfield mess. Again, super uncharacteristic, and we know how DeGeorge is sometimes. I bet you he let the kids have an earful at halftime. So I expect it to be a cleaner game from Lake. Now, can they move the ball? Because other than that opening drive, they've gotten maybe one or two plays, and then they stall out.
Hey, Jay, Maslin just blocked a Hoover punt. Got a touchdown. It's now 49-7 over Hoover. Looks like Maslin will be moving on to round number 3, as is Mentor. 52-6 over Jackson. So it looks like Mentor is 10-0. They will now be 11-0. They're going to be a very tough team to knock out of the playoffs. But we're not worried about that game. Although, score update, Nordonia has scored a touchdown. It's now 28-15. Walsh over Nordonia.
Winner here plays the winner of Boardman-Hoban, and right now Hoban is up 31-0. So you can keep those dollars in your pocket. You're not going to have to get rid of them.
I told you. And Mr. Peterson here from the OHSAA Federal League here to my right is telling me that it could potentially be a neutral site for these games next week. I'm
Hoban
interested.
just doesn't, as good as Hoban is, their facility isn't
It's
really
small.
equipped.
Their press box is quite small.
Just their whole, in general, state, not just the press box.
I'm wondering if it would be at like InfoCision or maybe another Akron area school that can house everyone.
And the second half kickoff is in the air, and it's going to be fielded at the 1 yard line by Hudson. They are out across the 10 to the 20, up the right side to the 25 to the 27 yard line, and that's where the Explorers will start the second half.
That was
14-3.
Frank Palumbo, the senior, on the return, and a good one at that, although looks like they may have missed a holding call or two on that return, but the refs are going to let it play. Now the big question, who is under center for the Hudson Explorers? I'm doing a quick scan of their sideline.
I'm looking at Nathan Judy as potentially being the one that's going to come out under center for the Explorers.
I'm looking for Mr. Lipinski as well, and I don't see him. I don't see Mr. 18 anywhere on that sideline. I'm doing a quick scan here. Still don't see him. He could be in the huddle right now.
Yeah.
Can't see everybody. They did call a hold, Jay. They're going to back this up to the 8 yard line, the 7 yard line. A hold was called. We missed it.
And it is going to be Nathan Judy under center. And now he'll have to play quarterback for the full length of the field for the first time, as they're going to start on their own 7 after the holding call. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run it up the middle himself out to the 10 yard line. And that's going to be all, as he gains maybe 2 to 3 yards there for Hudson, 2nd and 7.
We're interested to see what Nathan Judy can do at quarterback. Obviously, he's going to be the dual threat. Picked up 2 on that carry.
He can do short passes. We saw that. He had the 6 yard touchdown pass to Palucci before halftime, but can he go over the top? Judy takes the snap, drops back the pass. We're going to find out. Fires it to the right side and got his man out to the 22-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Hudson.
That was, again, Louis Castellarian on the reception. He seems to be a favorite target of whomever is under center for Hudson.
And they're running almost essentially that same crossing route or curl route off to the right or left side. Other than that, there's been no real extreme route running on that side of the football for Hudson. But they got a 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Under 11 minutes to play here in the third quarter. They lead Lake 14-3. Judy's going to be back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 up top, wide right. Running back on his right hip, takes the snap, fakes the handoff again, takes his time, goes up the left side, and then goes all the way out to the 29-yard line. Another good first down run.
Jay, it looked like that ball was kind of coming loose as he was going down to the ground. Lake doing a phenomenal job just trying to just rake at that football and pull it out. They desperately need a turnover, something to put momentum back on their side.
Absolutely. It's 2nd and 4 now for Hudson from their own 29-yard line as we approach the 10-minute mark. They are in no hurry to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back in the shotgun for Judy. Puts a man in motion, flips it to the man in motion, out to the right side. He cuts it up to the 30. He gets nowhere. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That tackle there by Aaron Mitchell, the junior defensive end, able to trip him up on that little jet sweep. Goes nowhere. Palucci was the ball carrier, the receiver, whatever you want to call it. I think they'll give him credit for a reception, but no gain. 3rd and 4, ball on the 30-yard line.
And again, taking their time, getting the play in. Very different from the first half when they were go, go, go. And Judy's going to take the snap, fakes the handoff. Here comes the rush, and Lake is going to sack him back at the 20-yard line.
Lake absolutely brought the house, and Judy never saw it coming, had no time whatsoever. Four Lake Blue Streaks in on that sack. They're going to give it to Grady Widner. The senior linebacker was the first one on the scene for the sack.
Oh, no. And the punt goes over the punter's head and out of the back of the end zone. That's going to be a safety. Big break for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Wow, that's something we have not seen for anybody this year, a safety.
That's going to make it 14-5. We're playing baseball.
Playing baseball. We're in the bottom of the, well, actually, we'll be in the top of the, we'll call it the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. Lake and Hudson here in a pitcher's duel, 14-5.
8:48 to go here in the third quarter, and Hudson's now going to get a free kick back to the Blue Streaks, who have a chance to double this up.
That's something in my professional career, I think that might actually be like the second safety I've ever seen while calling a football game. Unbelievable.
So they're going to have to kick it off from their own 20-yard line, and they're going to tee it up because you usually get the choice. You can either kick it off or do like a punt. But with the kicker they have, they're definitely going to tee it up. And Lake should get good starting field position here, barring something crazy. So here it is. And he's got a boot, man, all the way back to the 15-yard line. Here comes Lake out to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. And he's out to the 41-yard line. Great starting field position for Lake, trailing 14-5. They're going left to right to start the second half.
Well, Jay, Lake was given a gift, that safety. Now it's a 9-point game. Your offense must go down the field and get points. You need points. A touchdown would be huge. A field goal, not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, a tie game. Medina, McKinley tied at 7 in the third quarter.
So Alex Quire is going to come out in the shotgun for Lake with 4 receivers. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, fakes the pass right, then throws it over the top, and it's intercepted again right to the defensive back, and he's out to the 40, and then goes backwards, and he's going to be tackled in his own territory at the 37-yard line. Another big mistake by Alexander Quire.
He tried to look the safety off and then throws the deep ball to DeGeorge into double coverage, and that was number 3. That was Palucci, and that's his second interception of the ball game. Jay just stepped in front of the pass.
He's reading Quire's moves right now like a book.
Yeah, I mean, Lake was given a gift of that safety. Now, can your defense come back out and stop Hudson? Because you need your offense to score points, not turn the football over.
8:28 still to go here in the third quarter. Hudson's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Nathan Judy in the shotgun. One receiver up top to the right, one down here to the left. They bring in another receiver who's going to be up top to the right. Judy drops back to pass. Nothing there. And he's going to dump it off to the left side, in and out of the hands of his intended target. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It was a very late substitution. Obviously, the receiver forgot he was involved in this package, came out very, very late. But Hudson able to still get the playoff incomplete pass. Lake did a great job of covering the receivers down the field. Judy could have taken off and ran if he wanted to, but he didn't.
And he's going to be back in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top to the right. They have everybody in on time on this play. One receiver is going to be down here to the left. That's Mark Salem all by himself. Wide left. He's going to drop back to pass. Judy looking right, fires right, got his man at the sidelines at the 48-yard line of Lake. And then that's going to be a 1st down.
That was Louis Castellarian again on the reception. He seems to be the favorite target.
So 1st and 10 for the Explorers from their own 48-yard line.
If you're just joining us, it was 14-3 at halftime, but now it's 14-5. Hudson snapped the football out of the end zone to give Lake a free 2 points.
And Judy's back in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, and he hands it off to his running back, who goes up the right side and darts across the 50 into Lake territory, down to the Lake 43-yard line. And that's about a 9-yard gain there for the Explorers to bring up 2nd and 1.
That was Reno Ferry, and he is a good one, Jay. When he gets downhill, he's able to shift it into a different gear. He is very hard to tackle. Oh, got your 50-50 ticket drawing right now.
7:41 to go here in the third quarter. Hudson leads Lake 14-5. They are inside Lake territory at the Lake 43-yard line, 2nd and 1. Hudson going right to left. And they're going to put Judy in the shotgun. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling right, and he's going to take off himself, and he's going to slide. We're going to have a flag on the play, and that looks like it's going to be coming back, holding on Hudson.
Yeah, clearly the defender for Hudson taken down to the ground. Can't do that when you're blocking. They will throw a flag every time.
You can't do that.
There we go.
Somebody's got to do it.
There's the 629-3879 if that's your 50-50 ticket. They could be listening to the game here in the stadium.
That's fair.
629-3879. You're a winner. Come on down. You've won something.
I am not, so no sprinkles for me tonight. It's 7:35 to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 for Hudson after the holding call, back on their own 47-yard line. Out of the huddle comes Judy and the offense. He takes the snap, and he's going to run it left immediately, and Lake missed the tackle deep in the backfield, and Judy's on the run. And he gets a 1st down to the Lake 41-yard line. They had him dead to right.
That was Grady Whitner, the senior linebacker, had him in the backfield, and Judy able to slip out of the tackle, pick up enough for the 1st down, move those chains. Hudson continuing to move.
Approaching the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Hudson again back to taking their good old time as they get the play in from the sidelines and get in position at about the 10-second mark on the play clock. And Judy takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires it out to the receiver off the left side. He darts it up the seam down to the 30-yard line of Lake, and that's another Explorer first down.
Mark Salem on the reception on that bubble screen, and Lake unable to stop him, and they get yet another Explorer first down.
1st and 10 from the Lake 30-yard line, 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Hudson leads 14-5.
That chopper can go away at any time. It's kind of annoying.
Shotgun formation. Nate, that's all, folks. Drops back to pass. Rolls left. He's going to run it left inside the 30. Runs over a Blue Streak defender inside the 25.
Cole Rader got absolutely leveled by Judy.
That hurt me.
Man, that was a big stick by Nathan Judy.
Nathan Judy is one of the few quarterbacks that you see play linebacker, and he looks like one.
Oh,
most quarterbacks will play like safety, DB, something like that.
Right.
No, not Nathan Judy. He has a quarterback and a linebacker's body. It's going to be 2nd and 3 after that 7-yard gain. He's going to take the snap, looking right, fakes the pass, and now he's going to run it right and dump it off at the last second behind his intended target, incomplete.
He was looking for Castellarian yet again, and he threw it just a hair late, Jay, or else we might be looking at a touchdown. Yeah, he was open for sure. Grady Widener on the quarterback pressure.
3rd and 3.
3rd 3.
From the 28-yard line.
Fans trying desperately to get behind the Blue Streaks.
Judy in the shotgun, does the hard clap like we saw in the first half, then looks to the sideline for the play, brings up Ferry on his left hip, takes the snap, and that's high, but he reels it in, and now he's off to the races to the sideline, and he doesn't get there, it's fumbled, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Hudson, but they're going to lose yardage.
Yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, Lake again bringing pressure, but again, a bad snap, high snap. Judy unable to bring it down, able to corral it, but then Lake all over it, and then he's very lucky. Judy fumbled the football. Lake not able to fall on it. It goes out of bounds. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it, although their kicker could make this.
Yeah, he made it. I mean, he made it from 10 yards deeper than this in pregame. And here comes Nathan Judy looking to the sidelines. Ferry on the right hip out of the shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. He takes the snap. Here comes the rush. Fires it over the middle. Over the intended target who pulled his hand down at the last second. It falls incomplete. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Big stop by Lake.
Big stop by Lake. I think the receiver thought there was somebody else a little bit deeper than him. Didn't want to deflect the pass, but unfortunately, my friend, there was nobody there. Ball lands in the end zone. Lake turnover. Hudson turnover. Lake gets the football. Now, the Lake Blue Streaks have to do something. You cannot turn the football over. Alex Squire has to keep the football.
He's got to figure it out as they're going to start this drive on their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. He's going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left. He's got Matson in the backfield behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off. Matson goes up the right side or the left side, and he breaks a couple of tackles, turns those legs out to the 39-yard line, and they're going to go ahead and give him the 1st down.
Back into the scoreboard we go. McKinley scores on a 1-yard touchdown run. They lead Medina 14-7. That game a whole lot closer than I anticipated.
Kudos to Medina. They had a losing record and then took down Strongsville in Strongsville.
With a backup quarterback.
Yeah. Choir's now back in the shotgun. It's 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 3 receivers. Drops back to pass, rolling right. Here comes the rush. Looking downfield. Fires it over the top. And it's intercepted again Did he get his foot down? And they say he did. A third interception.
Alex Quire again just kind of tossing it up. He was looking for Chase Fuller, but Anthony Palucci, that's the hat trick, folks. That's his third interception of the game for Hudson.
Told you he's reading Quire like a book.
And Coach DeGeorge just looks absolutely flabbergasted on the sideline. Just has no answer for this right now. You don't know what Quire was looking at. You just get a big stop on fourth down. Your offense gets the ball. You get a big run on first down, and then you turn the ball over again.
4:38 to go here in the third quarter. Hudson's going to start this drive on their own 44-yard line. Judy takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run it left. Gets around the corner out to the 50, and he's drug out of bounds. A nice first down gain again for Nathan.
Well, what you don't like to see, Jay, and I'm seeing it now, a lot of Lake Blue Streaks pointing fingers at each other. They're getting frustrated.
Yeah.
And you need to keep your emotions in check. You're only down 9. This game is far from over, but you have to stay mentally focused.
Judy back in the shotgun. You got to think that the entire defense is frustrated with that offensive performance so far here tonight. As Judy's going to have 3 receivers up top to the right, takes the snap, fires it to one of them. He's got him in the backfield, and he's going to go up the right side, and he's going to be close to another first down. He's going to be about a yard short, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Explorers.
Christopher Horner on the reception again. They love this little bubble screen. He had the blocks, just unable to reach that extra yard that he needed.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for Judy. Takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, who gets the first down easily as they are in Lake territory, down to the Lake 43-yard line.
Yeah, Reno Ferry able to pick up the first down. Lake over pursuit. They went after Judy. Judy able to hand it off this time. He tricked them, and Lake fell for it.
So under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter now. Hudson still leads 14-5. They're driving after the 3rd interception of the ball game by Anthony Palucci off of Alexander Quire. Hudson gets the play in from the sidelines and gets right back into the shotgun. Takes the snap. Judy, here comes the blitz. And he throws it as he's hit. And that's intercepted by Lake. He's out to the 30. He's got space, and there's a flag late. Out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, cuts it back into the 40. Down to the 30 of Hudson. Down to the 25 of Hudson. But that's probably coming all the way back. It looks like it's going to be a block in the back on Lake, or holding on the return. But I would be surprised if Hudson gets to keep this football. I think the penalty happened after the interception on the return back. But we're going to wait and see what they say.
There was a few penalties that I kind of saw, and I know that there were some extracurriculars as well. So Lake gets to keep the football. It's a penalty on Lake. You were right, Jay. It is an illegal block in the back.
But big play again by the defense, keeping the football team in the ball game. 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. They're going to start this drive on their own 22-yard line. They have got to do something.
Offense has to do something,
yes.
Jay, and you wonder how much more of Alex Quire are we going to see?
He's going to be in. He's in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 up top to the right, puts a man in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run it himself. He's going to dive forward for 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I was looking to see if maybe we'd see a little bit of trickeration. We know that Ty DeGeorge can throw it. So I didn't know if maybe we were going to see a little double pass. But no, Quire keeps it and barely picked up a yard. They're going to say no gain. Oh, no, now they changed it. They're going to give him a yard.
So under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lake trails 14-5, but they have the football. Quire in the shotgun again, staying with 3 receivers. Again, puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff to the motion man, and then hands it off to the running back, who gets nowhere.
Well, back-to-back plays now of little to no gain for Lake. And now, Jay, look at this.
Here he comes.
Tied to George. Now into the ball game. He will be under center, I think.
No, but it looks like they're giving Choir the
play.
The play. They do that sometimes, is where the quarterback for Lake will run all the way to the sidelines, get the play from the coach, and then run it out there. But DeGeorge is in the ball game.
Play clock running down.
It's down to 5. Choir takes the snap on 3rd down, drops back to pass, steps up. He's firing it deep, and another interception. This time it's by a different player.
Brennan Funyak. Brennan Funyak, the senior. And I think Choir got hit as he threw it, and it was a duck.
Yeah.
And now the 4th interception on the evening for Alex Choir. And you wonder, how much more does this defense from Lake have to do to keep their team in the ball game?
Hudson's going to start this drive on the Lake side of the 50, on the Lake 46-yard line. 1st and 10, and the defense for Lake has been doing everything they can to this point. Nathan Judy back out in the shotgun. He's got Reno Ferry in the backfield behind him. 2 receivers up top to the right. 1 down here to the left. He's going to hand it off to Ferry, who goes up the left side. And he's going to be drugged down from behind at the 36. But again, we have a flag, and it's going to be holding on Hudson again.
Yeah, just sloppiness on both sides of the field right now for both teams. Just Hudson not able to do anything without getting a penalty on their offense. Lake can't seem to get the offense down the field. Anytime they get a big play, Jay, there's either a penalty or a mistake.
1:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a 10-yard holding call on Hudson, which knocks them back into their own territory on their own 44-yard line.
Looks like Hudson's brought in a little bit more of a run package.
It is 1st and 22 for the Explorers. Judy takes the snap. He's going to run it immediately right, tries to stretch it out to the far sidelines. Here comes another flag and probably another holding call on Hudson, and it is.
Coach Goff on the sideline, just clapping his hands aggressively, just not happy with that call at all, wondering what his team has to do. Anytime they get good yardage, it's usually a hold, and it's back again. Where's the sound? We need the sound effect.
Oh, the beep beep.
Yeah, that Green loves to play on a negative play or when a team goes backwards.
It's going to be 1st and 32. Hudson started this drive on the Lake 44-yard line, and now they are sitting at their own 34.
Now we know that Hudson can sling it down the field. Judy has shown that he can do it. They've been running, though, heavy right now as they're trying to kill as much clock as they can.
Yeah, because Lake hasn't shown that they can do anything on offense. So It is a minute 27 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hudson leads 14-5, but they have a 1st and 33 from their own 34-yard line. Judy takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it over the middle, hits a wide open man at the 47-yard line of Lake. And that cuts into that big deficit of yardage as they are going to call it the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 11.
I'm surprised that there was no flag there. I mean, the receiver was defenseless, lifted him up, and then kind of slammed him down on the turf. I am shocked there was.
I think it's because he got his 1 foot down and was able to gain his own balance.
Maybe. 2nd down and 10. Looked a lot worse up here.
2nd and 10 now. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Judy in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it over the middle, got his man, breaks free, down to the 30, another 1st down for Hudson. And they went from a 1st and 33, and in 2 plays, it is now 1st and 10 inside the Lake 30-yard line.
Again, it was Christopher Horner on the reception. And again, a big play. When Hudson has needed it, they've been able to get it. And I think this will be the last play of the third quarter. I don't know. They just reset the play clock. They haven't even started the play clock.
Nope, so they're probably not going to run it if they don't have to.
Nope. They're just standing around looking at each other.
And now the referees are going to whistle.
Well,
the clock dead.
They reset the play clock from 25 to 40.
And by then the play clock was already running, but the game clock was already running, but the play clock hadn't even been reset.
Now they're going to discuss. Are they going to put time back on the clock? What are we doing? He's talking to the Hudson side of the field. Can't hear him. Microphone apparently not working tonight for the referee.
They're radioing up that they need to reset the clocks.
Yep. Let's see what they reset the game clock to.
I'll tell you what, I am impressed that helicopter is still just kind of hovering in place.
Hanging out. Just hanging out up there, up in the sky.
You want to get me a birthday present? I want a helicopter ride.
That would be epic. I've been in one. It's entertaining.
I haven't.
Okay.
I've been in a hot air balloon. I've been in a plane. I've jumped out of a plane. I got dropped off at my prom in a hot air balloon.
So they have reset the game clock to 34 seconds, Jay, and now they're going to wind, and the play clock's not running. Now it is. Late. Definite seconds ticking off here.
And they do have to run a play now here in the third quarter, which is the right call. And Judy's in the shotgun, takes the snap, and hands it off to the back, who gets maybe a yard, 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. And that's probably going to end the third quarter here in Lake as the Hudson Explorers lead the Lake Blue Streaks heading to the fourth quarter by a score of 14-5. We're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is head coach Dan DeGeorge from the Lake Blue Streaks. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Lake, Hudson leads 14-5 with 1 quarter left to play. Lake is technically still in this football game.
They are, absolutely. Medina, though, looking like they are not in that football game as Shad Davis of McKinley. Not 1, not 2, but the hat trick, 3 rushing touchdowns. McKinley 21-7, 9:44 left in that one.
There we go.
Fitch leads Green 21-17, 5:50 left in the third. Dre Richards from 1 yard out. Fitch back on top.
Here comes the Hudson offense, ready to start this fourth quarter. Going left to right for the remainder. 1st and 10, or 2nd and 8 from their own 20, or from the Lake 28-yard line. And Judy takes the snap, rolls right, looking downfield, rolling right, getting towards the sideline, and he's going to be hit at the 28, and he's going to lose yardage.
Great job there by the Lake Blue Streak defense. East Canton leads Fairport Harding 32-10.
Wow.
Spider Miller and the East Canton Hornets look like they're going to pull the upset. Still in the third quarter, but they're up by a sizable margin, and they could be moving on to round number 3.
So it's 3rd and 12 now for Hudson. From the Lake 32-yard line, they lead 14-5. Judy in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down again in the backfield. Another big-time sack by the Blue Streak defense.
Was Aaron Mitchell, the junior defensive end. He was in the backfield, and Judy goes down Again, Jay, fourth down. Offense staying on the field for Hudson.
Yeah, and watch for that slant route there on the right side or the left side there. That's usually what they've gone to here on third or fourth and long. And they're going to have 3 or 4 receivers, 2 to each side.
There it is.
Nathan Judy in the shotgun, and we are going to have a flag on the play. False start on the offense. They're going to go back 5 yards.
They're going to say the center put his hand on the football, tried to snap it, and then took his hand off the football. That's
Once
what
they
drew
put it
the
on,
flag.
they can't take it off.
Yeah, the center turned around and shot his head back and said, "Are you kidding me?"
So that's going to go back to the 37-yard line. And it's now going to be 4th and 17.
Jay Maslin continuing to pour it on. It's now 56-7. Maslin will definitely be moving on to round number 3.
Yeah.
A phenomenal season by Coach Baum and the Hoover Vikings. Jack Andes, amongst others. Looks like it's going to come to an end.
He's got to be your Fed Player of the Year, right?
He's my MVP. Jack Andes has been unbelievable.
So here we go. Shotgun. Judy drops back the pass. He's going over the top to the left side. Way too far. Incomplete. Turnover on downs again. The Lake defense keeping this team in the ball game, and they're pleading the offense to get something moving.
Absolutely, Jay. I mean, what else can we say about this Lake defense? They have not allowed another point yet in this half. They have kept Hudson at bay. They've gotten a turnover. They're doing everything in their power to keep Lake into this game. Can the offense repay them, or are they going to turn the football over again?
Choir is still out there for the Blue Streaks at quarterback. He's going to take the snap. He hands it off to the running back who goes up the right side, out across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
I think Lake needs to kind of move here, get a little tempo going. I think they need to start giving the quarterback 2 plays. You let him decide when he gets to the line. They need to keep Hudson on their toes right now. The longer they take, the longer or the easier it is for Hudson to dial it in.
So right back to the line of scrimmage for Choir. He's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires to the left to Ty to George, who's tackled in the backfield at the 40-yard line. Hudson has all of the plays right now.
Brennan Funyak again on the tackle, and an amazing tackle on DeGeorge, not able to do anything. 3rd and 7, Jay. Time is a ticking.
Approaching the 9-minute mark here of the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and 7 from their own 40-yard line for the Blue Streaks. Choir in the shotgun with 3 receivers up top to the right, takes the snap, hands it off to the running back who breaks free on the left side, out to the 50, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at the Hudson 48-yard line.
The tackle made by quarterback Nathan Judy of the Hudson Explorers. What else can this dude do? West Branch, after 3, still leads Norton 28-14 out in Beloit. Will the Warriors continue their run?
8:51 to go here in the ball game. Lake now inside Hudson territory. 1st and 10. Choir in the shotgun with 4 receivers. Hudson shows blitz, takes the snap, hands it off to the back who goes up the right side. Kind of moves his way through inside the 45-yard line of Hudson. And that was a nice 5 to 6 yard gain for Lake.
If you noticed, Jay, Lake knew the blitz was coming, and they ran the football to the opposite side of where the blitz was coming from, and he was able to pick up a nice 4 yards on 1st down. Now Choir trying to get Lake up and going here.
Choir in the shotgun, 4 receivers. 2nd and 6, takes the snap, hands it off again. This time it goes to the left side, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and they are close to another 1st down. They're going to be about a half a yard short.
No, 1st down.
Nope, they're giving it to him. They waited a second until they got to the line, and now they're running the chains into place. 1st and 10 for Lake, and they're at the line ready to go. Choir calling out the play. Back into the shotgun. Madsen on his right hip. Takes the snap. Bobbles it. Hands it off to the running back, who goes up the middle, down to the 30-yard line. Another big 8-yard gain for the Blue Streaks.
Again, a bad bobbled snap, but Davis Madsen, the tailback, able to get the football. Get 8 yards on that carry, which Lake desperately needs to keep moving, trailing by 9.
Squire gets the snap, drops back the pass out of the shotgun, rolling right, looking right, fires over the middle again. Lake jumps and grabs it. It's deflected and into the end zone. Blue Streak touchdown.
I don't believe what I just saw. That was unbelievable, Jay. Ty DeGeorge catches it on the deflection, Jay. Wow. This game is not over yet. Lake going for the extra point.
One goes Squire's way as it was tipped around in the secondary. Extra point is up, and it is good. Lake has now cut the lead to 2 as they trail 14-12, 7:32 left in the ball game.
Unbelievable. I just don't know what to say, Jay. That was just unbelievable. That was for how many yards?
I think they were out on the 30.
Wow, just unbelievable.
So,
14-13, 7:32 to go in the game.
Whew, 14-12.
14-12. Did he miss the extra point? Oh no, 5 and
yeah,
7.
5.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
That's right, man.
Please
hey,
forgive me.
Hey, Matt, for all of us, not just you. And Lake's going to kick it back to the Explorers with 7:32 to go in the ball game. The Blue Streaks trail by 2. And here's the kick. High in the air. It's going to be fielded at the 10. Hudson's taking it up the middle, and he's going to be bowled under at the 15-yard line. Great coverage by the Blue Streaks, and it's going to pin Hudson back inside their 20-yard line.
That's what you want if you're special teams. You want to keep Hudson deep. Let's see, can this Lake defense get one more stop?
Hudson going to start 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. 7:27 to go in the ball game. Here comes Nathan Judy. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fires it left, got his man. Out to the 15 to the 20, pulls his way to the 23-yard line. And that was a 7-yard, 8-yard gain there for the Explorers to bring up 2nd and short.
Whew. I'm still trying to take a breath from what I saw earlier. I mean, that when Lake needed it the most, something finally went their way. Alex Squire with 4 interceptions, but a huge touchdown pass right there, Jay. Trailing by 2. What can this Lake defense do?
Shotgun formation from Nathan Judy. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back who goes up the right side. Tries to bounce it outside, and he's still going. Fights his way out to the 25-yard line, and that should be enough for a Hudson first down. And it is.
Yeah, a great job by Reno Ferry. Just kept the legs churning, kept them going, fell forward, got enough for the first down.
Out to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hudson. 6:30 to go in the football game.
3 timeouts for each team. Something to keep in mind. Lake is eventually going to have to stop this clock.
Judy in the shotgun. He's got the play in. Takes the snap. Hands it off to the back who goes up the left side again. He's chased down from behind after a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Lake able to get a substitution in there late. They were going to play with a man down, but able to get that substitution in. Ferry checks out, Jay. Number 26, Funyak checks in.
Under 6 to play in the game. Hudson again.
No rush.
Try to run this clock all the way out. leading 14-12. Nathan Judy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the left side. He gets the corner. Out across the 30, dives forward before he's pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And it's going to be a big 3rd and short for both ball clubs.
Yeah, Lake obviously desperately wants this stop. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 3. They're spotting the football at the 33.
Here we go. Place is getting loud now. Shotgun formation for Judy. 5:27 to go. 3rd and 3 from the 33-yard line of Hudson. And it looks like Hudson's going to think about it, talk about it, and they're going to take a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium, 5:27 to go in the football game. Hudson leads 14-12 with the football. They are on their own 33-yard line. They have a 3rd and 3. They call a timeout. They want to get the right play in. Lake desperately looking for yet another big stop by this defense. And here we are back in the shotgun for Nathan Judy. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the left side. Follows his blockers across the line to gain and another 1st down for Hudson. And Lake has no answer for Nathan Judy right now in the run game.
Yeah, just an unfortunate. Hudson had the right play call. Lake's defense wasn't expecting that at all. Judy able to follow his blockers and pick up the 1st down. Jay, now we're going to be under 5 minutes to go before Hudson snaps this football.
Barring a 1st down run, this is probably when you're going to see DeGeorge, after this play, start using some of those timeouts. They have all 3. Hudson has 2 left. Judy takes a snap, fakes the handoff to the back, and he's going to run it. Same play up the left side. A 7-yard gain on 1st down. And it looks like Hudson right now is just going to bleed this thing out.
Look at that Lake defense right now, Jay. They look exhausted.
They've spent 85% of this game on the field.
Absolutely.
That went all the way out to the Hudson 46-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard gain. We're under 4.5 to play.
Hudson taking their time. Lake needs this football. They need to get a turnover. They need to get a stop and get the football back.
Judy takes the snap, hands it off to the back. It's on the turf. It's on the turf. And there's a big pile up.
He picked it up off the turf.
It bounced right back into his arms off the turf. And Hudson escapes disaster as we are under 4 minutes to play, but that's going to bring up another 3rd down and 3 for the Hudson offense.
Brennan Funyak, the running back, he didn't have control of the football when Judy handed it to him. Fumbled it, it hit the turf, popped right back up into his chest, and he was able to fall on it.
Here we go, 3rd and 3 from their own 46-yard line. Hudson in the shotgun. Looks like Lake was going to bring the pressure. They pull it back in the shotgun, ready to go. And now Hudson's going to take yet another timeout. Another timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Lake, 3:21 to go in the football game. Hudson leads 14-12. They have the football on their own 46-yard line. They have a 3rd and 3.
Lake desperately needs a stop here. But you wonder, will Hudson go 2-down territory here? Will they go for it if they don't get it?
Everybody on the Lake side making some noise as Judy's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run it himself, and he gets nowhere. 4th and 3, Lake with a big 3rd down stop. Now the question is, do you risk it? Because if they don't get it, they give Lake the chance to be a 1st down away from the field goal. And they are going to bring on the punting unit.
That'll be
under 3 minutes to play in the ball game.
Ian Katz, the senior punter. Remember the last time they snapped it over his head for a safety.
2 guys back deep for Lake. They have all 3 of their timeouts. There's the snap. It was perfect. Plenty of time. High kick. Little shorter than expected. And it's going to bounce at the 33 and then take a Hudson roll inside the 20-yard line. Lake will have the football from their own 19-yard line. All 3 timeouts. Trailing by 2. 2:28 to go. Win or go home. It's knee-knocking time at Blue Street Stadium.
Oh, boy.
And here comes Alexander Quire from the sideline. He's got the play.
A field goal, Jay, wins this game.
A field goal wins it, but they got to move it to get into field goal range, and they got 80 yards to go. Quire in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. Fires it to the right. Got his man at the 20. Hurdles 1 guy, and he's going to be tripped up at the 23-yard line.
He hurdled his own offensive lineman who was trying to block for him.
Tripped up right in front of him and had to go over him. Right back to the line of scrimmage for Quire. Staying with that 4-receiver set. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Quire takes a snap, drops back to pass, fires it to the right side. Incomplete as the DB jumped the route, but it was too wide. 3rd and 7.
That was Louis Castellarian looking for his first interception of the night, but it was a little out of bounds. So a big 3rd down here for Lake.
3rd and 7. You know they're going for it on 4th down regardless, as we have 2 minutes left in the football game. Quire and company break huddle. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 up top to the right. Madsen in the backfield. Quire takes the snap, and he's going to tuck it and run it. He's got space! Out to the 30, to the 40, out to the 44, and he's tripped up at the 44-yard line. Big 1st down for the Lake Blue Streaks.
That was an amazing decision by Alex Quire. Memory like a goldfish. Forget that you've thrown 4 interceptions. He could have thrown that ball. However, the smarter play was him running it, Jay, and he got big yards.
So we are under 2 minutes, 1:52 to go. Lake all the way out to their own 45-yard line. Trailing by 2 to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left, 1 up top to the right. Quire takes a snap, hands it off to Madsen, gets the corner on the right side, runs it out of bounds into Hudson territory, down to the Hudson 41-yard line. Another Blue Streak, 1st down.
And if you notice, Jay, Madsen bobbled that exchange, able though to hold on, get to the corner, pick up another 1st down, and the Blue Streaks are showing signs of life. late in this ball game.
1:47 to go. 1st and 10 from the Hudson 41-yard line. Quire in the shotgun. 4 receivers again. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Madsen. Bounces it out to the right side. Gets the corner, but only gains about 2 yards. Down to the 36, 37-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down.
But that's the senior for you going out of bounds. It's an extra timeout, Jay.
Yep.
Clock stops. They're going to mark it at the
37.
37. 3 yards on the carry for Madsen. DeGeorge into the ball game.
2nd and 7. 1:43 to go in the football game. Lake down by 2. Trying to get into field goal range. Trying to punch it in. Anything to take the lead. 4 receivers. Quire in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolls left. Pitches it to Tiger George. But Hudson saw it coming, and they get sacked all the way back at their own 42-yard line. Huge gamble, huge loss by the Lake offense with 1:37 to go, and Lake calls a timeout.
Yeah, Hudson knew that with DeGeorge in the lineup, they were going to try to do something. They honed in on it, and they stopped him from gaining anything. He's actually going to lose yards. It'll be a 3rd and 11, Jay.
When do you pitch it to DeGeorge and let him spin it? He started this season as the quarterback.
He did. He absolutely
So
did.
he's got the ability to do those things. The question is, have they been holding on to that one play? All coaches has one. That one play that can survive when it's win or go home time. Every coach has that one play. Is this when he pulls it out?
I don't know if maybe that was the play we were just trying to see. Maybe DeGeorge was going to try to spin it, but Hudson wouldn't give him the chance. He
would have thrown that out of bounds.
defenders
He would have thrown that out of bounds.
in his face.
He would have thrown it out of bounds. I think he was looking for that hole to run through, and that's when he realized there was just nowhere to go and tucked his way under.
Kicker.
Again, that timeout was brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Coach, or JP Moorhead, down on the field. He's kicking. He's getting loose. He wants a chance.
You don't have to get it all. It's 3rd and 11. You will be going forward on 4th down, so you don't have to get it all right here. 1:37 to go. Shotgun formation. Alexander Quire takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it to the left. Got his man a little too far off of his fingertips. Incomplete. It is 4th down and the season to go.
Oh, did Quire want that throwback? If he put a little bit more air on it, I think that Chase Fuller would have been able to get to that football, and this place would have exploded.
Yeah, that would have put him in field goal range.
Ball game now, 4th down, 11.
4th and 11 from the Hudson 42-yard line. 1:32 to go. And Lake going to talk about it. Another timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family, and we're gonna keep it right here. Got any updates for us over there? You got to be getting some finals coming in soon.
McKinley leads Medina 30-7. Maslin over Hoover 62-7. That's it. And East Canton over Fairport currently 32-18.
I would imagine that Maslin's the final.
It is 2:53 left in the game.
Running clock, so that'll be done.
Fitch 28, Green 17.
So
Dre
Fitch
Richard.
away.
Dre Richard, 25 carries, 156 yards,
Wow.
and 3 touchdowns. He is a grown man. Green season hanging in the balance. Lake season hanging in the balance. It all comes down to this, Jay Wilhelm. If you're Coach DeGeorge, what's the play call?
I have no idea at this point. I mean, clearly you're going to have to put the ball in the air. They're going to bring pressure. They're going to try to get Quire to make another mistake. Everybody has to play clean football. If you've ever had a perfect play, you need one right now. Shotgun formation. Quire takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to fire it left. Up to the George, in and out of his hands, incomplete, and Hudson's going to win the football game.
Hudson.
That's going to be a turnover on downs and a classy move by number 32 for Hudson, who is Joseph Calavant. He went over and helped the George up. And Hudson is going to survive that torrid comeback attempt by the Lake Blue Streaks. There's still a minute 27 to go. Lake only has one timeout, but at this point, they're going to run probably one normal play. Lake's going to try to rip at the football. They're going to call the final timeout, and then that's going to be it.
I'm surprised Hudson's just not kneeling on it.
There we go. Judy takes the snap, goes up the left side, and they're going to tackle him at the 44-yard line. And
Coach DeGeorge holding on to his timeout.
He's going to see what happens on this next play. If they hold him to a 3rd and long, he'll probably use it. But the problem is after that, I don't think – I mean, technically, they would have a second or two off the punt, but at that point, then you try to get them into punt formation and you try to go block it. You try to hope something bad happens, like a snap that goes over your head.
Clock continuing to run.
40 seconds to go. And what are we going to get?
Coach DeGeorge burning his last time.
Why would he wait that long to use it? If he was going to use it, why wouldn't he use it right off of the bat to save a minute 5 seconds?
I don't know. Oh, no, it was Hudson.
Hudson used their final timeout. That makes a lot more sense if you ask me. But that, if they can stop Hudson here, that timeout actually helps Lake with time left on the clock.
It does.
Now, I don't really know it's going to take a miracle, but sometimes that's what you need.
Join us post-game. I'll head down to the field. I'm going to get an interview with the winning head football coach, and I'm going to get some interviews with some players here of the Hudson Explorers if this score holds.
39 and a half seconds to go. Here come the Explorers, and now they're going to go into that victory formation. And that's going to save them from having to drop the football, and then Lake's going to use their final timeout. Another timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. If you haven't yet, it's time to bring a friend into the family. I'd like to thank you guys for spending your Friday night with us here on the Q92 Sports Network. As always, thank you to our sponsors, because without you, there would be no us, and we would not be able to bring you these 7 games each and every Friday night of high school football. Round 2 is about complete. We have some of our local teams will be moving on. And as we are hearing and seeing, some of them taking their final snaps of the 2025 Ohio high school football season. Here comes Hudson and Lake out of that final timeout. There's none left for either team now. It is now 3rd and 7. And pretty much they're going to down it, and there's nothing Lake can do about it. They're not going to be able to, they won't have to run another play after this. Yep. And that's going to be the end of the football game as Lake's season comes to an end after a valiant second half effort. That defense for Lake deserves all the credit in the world. And we're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium as the Hudson Explorers survive against the Lake Blue Streaks in this Division II Region 5 Round 2 playoff matchup as we have a final of 14-12. And I bet my buddy next to me here, Mike Voorhees, has some finals elsewhere.
West Branch leads Norton 35-14.
Wow.
Triway leads Fairview 45-13. Orville's season comes to an end. They lose to Shelby 42-0. Poland Seminary leads Youngstown Liberty 28-7. Malvern season comes to an end. Monroeville beats them 34-14. Mogador beats East Palestine 54-7. Mentor defeats Jackson 52-6. Hoover loses to Washington Nassau 62-7. Let's see some more scores. Akron East is going to defeat Gates Mill Hawken 36-10. Smithville leads Hanoverton 21-13 late. Salem loses to Glenville 49-0. CVCA beats Geneva 42-7. East Canton leads 39-18 over Fairport Harding. Medina loses to McKinley 30-7. And Hoban beats Boardman 38-0. Fitch leads Green late in the fourth 28-17. Jay, I'm going to go get some photos and talk to some coaches. My brother, it's been a pleasure. If this is our last game, I bid you farewell, my friend.
Yes, sir. And we're going to step away for a commercial break here. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This is even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown, Ohio, as the Lake Blue Streaks fall to the Hudson Explorers 14-12. The Blue Streak season comes to an end after a round 2 exit. Hudson will move on next week to play Akron-Hoban at Akron-Hoban. I got to give all the credit to Lake. They didn't quit. 4 interceptions were thrown. A lot of mistakes were made in that first half, but they didn't quit. And that defense needs to walk out of here with their heads held high. They gave up 14 points in the first half, and then they didn't give up another for the rest of the game. And they gave their team every opportunity to win the football game. And their offense had a chance. They were at the 34-yard line with under 2 minutes to play in the football game, and then they just turned it over on downs, just couldn't get that last 11 yards to get them into field goal range. Don't forget to follow us across all of our social medias on Q92 Sports and Q92radiosports.com. Find out where we will be next week. A lot of those teams in our area have fallen tonight. We'll still have Massillon and East Canton for sure. After that, West Branch will have, and then I'm not sure beyond that. But go ahead and follow us and see where we will be next week for round 3. All of those games will be road games, so we'll be on the road regardless. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us each and every week this 2025 football season. We truly appreciate bringing you these games, and thank you to all of our sponsors season-wide. We appreciate you because we would not be able to bring you these games each and every week without your dedication and sponsorship to these schools, to these players, to these communities, and to the Q92 Radio Sports Network. The safety in the third quarter made it 14-5, and then DeGeorge caught a 30-yard tipped touchdown pass. The extra point was good. That made it 14-12, and they just couldn't get over that hump to get into field goal range and give themselves a chance for a walk-off. Nonetheless, it was a good season again for the Lake Blue Streaks. Always one of my favorite places to come watch a game and call a game in this entire area. Probably the most unique stadium that we have in the listening area. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network. I'm Jay Wilhelm. That was Mike Voorhees. Have a good night, everybody.